The River Dragons are on the air. The Columbus River Dragons are on the air live on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rally Point Harley-Davidson, Zelmo Zip-In, Country Inn and Suites, Kinetic Credit Union, Heckler & Koch, Pepsi Cola, and PMB Broadcasting. Now let's head to the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth for the start of the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. Enjoy the voice of the River Dragons, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas, and welcome into the Columbus Civic Center for the first postseason home game in this 2022 Commissioners Cup playoff format. I'm Zach DeBozart, joined alongside on the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show by Mr. Rally Point Harley-Davidson himself. It's Brett Posey. Brett, how are we doing today?
Doing great, Zach. Great to be here. Excited for the game tonight.
Brett's going to be joining us throughout pregame, and we know you're missing your spot down there. When we had you on last time, you said, I think I'm better luck down there. So you're pregame only, but we're very happy to have you on. It's going to be a lot of exciting things to talk about from last Friday. Big 7-4 win, set the Dragons up in a good position here on home ice. And the Danbury Hat-Tricks, they've got their backs against the wall in terms of their playoff fate.
It was pretty amazing to watch those guys pull together, and that second period was unreal.
Tons to talk about from that. We'll break down all of the scoring, all the news and notes ahead of tonight's game, take you around the league as well. Watertown and Carolina series was delayed. Their game 2 is also being played tonight at the Watertown Municipal Ice Arena. Tell you all about that and more on the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. First, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we go inside the lair with Jagger Williamson, 4 assists in his River Dragons and Pro playoff debut. Talk to him about everything that happened in that night in Danbury. Jagger Williamson on Inside the Lair after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The event you've been waiting for is happening right now. It's the big Rally Point Harley-Davidson Spring 10 event, where you can save thousands on over 200 used Harleys at blowout prices. That's right, over 200 Harleys. And Rally Point has bikes for every budget, so don't wait another day. Rally Point Harley-Davidson is now open 7 days a week to get you riding. Don't miss this huge 10 event sale. Over 200 used Harleys to choose from. Save thousands right now. It's all happening at Rally Point Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road in Columbus. Ride free because of the brave.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit rdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
Let's go! Hey! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Hey! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Hey! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Welcome back to the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. It's another playoff edition of Inside the Lair, and today our guest is number 21, Jagger Williamson. Jagger, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. New day. We get to play this great game of hockey again, and, the boys are excited, and we just can't wait to get back out there.
It was a fun one on Friday night. Certainly didn't start off fun. About halfway through the game, Danbury had a 2-0 lead, and then something seemed to happen in that under 10 media timeout. You guys came out 5 goals in about a 5-minute stretch. You had a couple of apples during that stretch. What was said? What was going on? How do we pull out 5 goals out of nowhere?
Yeah, it was that second period, that last 8-10 minutes was pretty crazy. I I quite honestly don't think I've seen something quite like that. But I mean, we came out. I thought our start was pretty good. First time I've played against this team, so I mean, it's just kind of feel out process and see where we kind of match up. But it was kind of an even 20, and not too much happening. But second period came along, and they got another one. I think it's just not a pretty bad turnover, but the boys know that, and we can learn off that. But yeah, those 8 minutes, man, it was pretty crazy. Just kind of one after another, and we just kept on coming back to the bench and kind of heads up and just take another shift. And I mean, when you put the nose to the grindstone and put the hard the boots on, and I mean, good things happen. So we got to keep it going like that.
Really seemed like it had to have been a wake up moment for the team because best 2 out of 3 series. Every period, every shift, really, as cliche as it sounds, is so important. You don't get that fallback of, it's a 3 out of 5, it's 4 out of 7. There will be time. There's arguably no time even in game 1, is there?
Oh, that's what I mean. I mean, the margin for error is just so small. The first game's it's got to be the biggest game, and especially in their rink. I mean, every shift matters, everything. You line up against a guy, he's going to work you or you're going to work him. I mean, it's up to you. So, I mean, the boys did quite a good job. Got home yesterday after a long roadie, and I mean, back in front of the best fans in the league, and I mean, we're pretty excited, and we know where they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out firing. Their backs are against the wall. So, I mean, we can control what we can control, and we'll go from there.
We had you on the coaches show after your 5-goal game to end the season. Obviously, a great weekend you had to end the year in Port Huron. And Coach told you just shoot the puck. You did it that day, but you had 4 assists. Obviously, great day in Danbury, but no goals there. You're back to feeding the guys the puck. What's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, I had the one opportunity. I mean, to give credit to my line mates first and foremost. I mean, it's so easy to play with them. They know, I mean, kind of getting chemistry now, but they're just 2 great players. And, I mean, the puck, it just zips around out there and keeping that chemistry going. But, I mean, I missed that 4 apples. I missed that wide open net on the power play early in the second, and I kind of even Kroupy threw his hands up, thought it went in. But, I mean, after that, it was just kind of facilitating and just kind of head up. And, I mean, if there was a chance I was going to shoot it, I would. But, I mean, giving those 2 older guys some goals, it helps me out a lot.
Speaking with Jagger Williamson on Inside the Lair. Inside the Lair, as always, is brought to you by the Dragon's Den Pro Shop and the Columbus Ice Rink. Open on Wednesdays every single week for all your ice skating and hockey needs. I mean, the points say it for themselves, Jagger. Last 3 games you've played, playoffs and regular season, 11 points. I mean, you've been rocking it right now. You've been red hot. The team's been feeling good. Now what do we got to do here against the Danbury Hat-Tricks at home, try and close out this series in 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of keep our toes pointing in the right direction. I mean, we're just a team because it's just going to get harder and hopefully get through these guys, but not looking too far in front and then worry about the finals. But, I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be we're going to need a whole 60-minute effort from top through bottom, from goalie out, and we're all looking forward to it.
This is going to be your first playoff action in the Columbus Civic Center. A lot of guys in the locker room as well really haven't seen this building in playoff mode. What's the feeling like in the locker room? How excited are guys to get in front of the home fans? I
mean, playoffs just another beast. I mean, you can feel it, the intensity, everything matters, everything's heightened. It's just, everyone picked their game up another level. So, I mean, that's what we expect from the crowd. They're crazy every night. We might have 13 in here, but it feels like it's 5,000 rocking. So, I mean, this is arena pretty cool, and the fans care a lot. So, I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of all the boys. We're so excited to get in front of all you guys and hear you guys cheer.
All right. Thanks for your time, Jagger. Good luck out there. Maybe score a couple more for us, huh?
I appreciate it. I'll try my best. Thank you.
Jagger Williamson on Inside the Lair. Stick around. More Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress, your Beam, your way.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
That sound is why we fund life-saving science. That sound is why we push you to be healthier. That sound is why we have an unhealthy obsession with your health at American Heart Association. Get the facts at heart.org/yourhealth.
Welcome back in here to the Harvey Lumber Press Box in the Columbus Civic Center. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Rally Point Harley-Davidson's Brett Posey. Got a lot to get to in tonight's show. Brett, we just heard from Jagger Williamson. 4 assists in his pro playoff debut. Lots of different guys picking up assists in what is their pro playoff debut. Different points, different goals. Scoring came from up and down the lineup, and it really shows how deep the River Dragons are and how dangerous they are as they get deeper and deeper in this postseason.
I mean, this is exactly what you want, right? You want them coming into the playoffs on fire. And Jagger, 5 points in the final season game, 4 assists in the first playoff game, and spreading the puck all around.
Yeah, 11 points in his last 3 games when you combine regular season and postseason. We mentioned at the start of the pregame show on Friday, Jagger Williamson's 5 goals in the regular season finale. To our knowledge, only the 4th person in FPHL history to do just that. So it was a truly special night. He's in rare form. The team, you can just see, is very good because obviously the line, Jagger Williamson, Josh Petre, Antonio, Austin Doe. We've seen a lot of success from them late. But you look, Jay Krupp got in the scoring. Kirk Underwood factored in on an empty netter. Joe Smith found the back of the net. Parker Moskal and Hunter Bersani, they were all over. I mean, that's just up and down. And you got 10 forwards that are clicking, that know their roles and thrive in their roles. The River Dragons are a dangerous team, and now you take that team and play their first home game here in the postseason tonight.
I was watching them warm up tonight. You could see the intensity. As a matter of fact, at the very end, I was watching Kruppe was out on the ice. He was the last guy, and he was just making circles, like getting ready. So I'm expecting a lot out of these guys tonight.
Should be very good. On the other side of things, for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, we can confirm that Peter DeSalvo will be the starter tonight for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. We had some questions about that from game number 1 when we saw Brian Wilson and Frankie McClendon being the goaltending tandem in game number 1. Peter DeSalvo had all 3 starts in their round 1 contest for the Hat-Tricks against the Binghamton Black Bears. He was phenomenal in them, played a ton of hockey down the stretch. I think at one point he had 5 starts in 7 days. So obviously the Thursday day off, and head coach McIsaac of the Danbury Hat-Tricks opting to say, sit game 1, maybe even flew DeSalvo down here to Columbus early to really try and get his mind right and ready. And even though Danbury's in a hole 1-0, they've got their stud netminder ready to go tonight.
Well, I think they were in a place where up until the second period, they thought maybe they could get by, and it went horribly wrong.
It really did for them. 5 goals in a span of about 5 minutes and 14 seconds, and they just got quicker as it went along. First goal went in, then it took a minute or 2, and then it just felt like every minute, every shot almost, until Brian Wilson eventually got pulled. Frankie McClendon ended up finishing out the rest of the game for the Hat-Tricks. McClendon did not let in a goal, only the 2 empty netters that didn't go against him. He is tonight's backup for Peter DeSalvo. We'll have the full starting lineups and scratches for you here later on in the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. Just some final thoughts, wrapping up from yesterday's game before we really turn the page here into tonight, Brett. Obviously, you captured a little bit of lightning in a bottle with that 5-goal spurt, and we've seen that happen before in the regular season. You don't see it a lot in the playoffs because teams lock down defensively. If you're Danbury, how do you think, hey, we probably played a good 50, 55 minutes of the game, but that 5 minutes, really cost us. And when you've played so many games over such a span of time, what, if anything, can they do to really mentally try and say, hey, we got to lock it down, especially because they're in enemy territory tonight?
I think they're going to come out aggressive tonight. I think you're going to see them flying all over the ice, without a doubt. And I'll tell you what, watching Bailey come out at the very end of the game for that empty netter where he precipitated the whole thing by getting the puck ahead, love seeing that, and I hope to see our guys on that same trend tonight.
Yep. You'll see how the guys come out in about 15 or 20 minutes from now as we're on the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we take a look around the FPHL and update you on all the happenings on the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Back with more after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons. Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. Beware of threatening calls from telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. These calls are not from us. Hang up and report the call at oig.ssa.gov.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. I'm Zach DeBozart alongside Rally Point Harley-Davidson's Brett Posey. And now it's time to take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's fueling life's passions. We're in the semifinal round of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. We'll get the early start here in Columbus, a 6 o'clock puck drop from the Civic Center for the Hat-Tricks and River Dragons. Game number 2, Columbus with a 1-0 series lead. If Danbury were to pull a victory out of tonight's game, Game 3 would be on Tuesday. Same place, 7:30 puck drop here at the Civic Center. The Carolina Thunderbirds, they are on the ropes at Watertown. The Watertown Wolves have the home ice advantage. They're the number 1 seed in the FPHL's playoffs. They came away with a 4-1 win on Friday night. Everything looked going good for them. All right, turn it around. Real quick bus ride up to Watertown on Saturday, and bus troubles. Just seemed to plague the league at the worst times, it seems like. And that resulted in the games being delayed from Saturday, Sunday to now Sunday, Monday. We'll have a 7 o'clock puck drop tonight in Watertown, and then if Carolina pulls out a win on the road, they'll run it back the next day, 7 o'clock puck drop on Monday, Game 3, if necessary, up in Watertown. Winner of that series plays the winner of this series in the Commissioner's Cup final, and we'll go from late April into early May. Did you get a chance to look at that Carolina-Watertown game at all, Brett? Because Carolina, they were up 1-0 after one. You had to feel like they were pretty good, and then Watertown really woke up.
I did. It's the first time that we've really started following the other teams, and now it really matters. And I'm pulling for the Thunderbirds.
Wow.
We need to slow the Watertown guys down a little bit before we have to face them.
All right, so that's game number 2, but that's at 7 o'clock, so that's an hour after we drop puck to ice here in Columbus. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo is the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons. They're in the President's Cup Finals in the SPHL. It went 3 games in the Midwestern battle, and Peoria, with a goal about 5 minutes left in the third period, eventually seals the Game 3 win over the Quad City Storm 3-2, and they'll be matched up with the underdog Story. See what I did there? The Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs shut out the Huntsville Havoc on the road in Game 2, a 2-game sweep for Roanoke, 2-0. The 8-seeded Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs are going to take on the Peoria Rivermen. You'd have to look back in the SPHL record books, but if Roanoke wins this, they would have taken out the league's number 1, 2, and 3 seeds on the way to a potential President's Cup championships. And Roanoke and Peoria have agreed to make it a best-of-5 series. They won't start until Thursday. It'll be Thursday, Friday in Peoria, then shifting over to Monday, Tuesday in Roanoke before a Thursday, May 5th potential finale, Game 5 at the Peoria Civic Coliseum. It's going to be a fun series when you really break it down. Peoria, who just seems to be so snake-bitten for championships in the SPHL, and then Roanoke, who obviously we have so many ties to, former guys that played here with the River Dragons, now in Roanoke, and, come on, the 8-seed story, the underdog thing, you got to love that.
Yeah, you got to love that, right?
So we'll be keeping our eyes on that when that series starts up on Thursday. And in the ECHL's Kelly Cup playoffs, the Southern Division semifinals don't get back started until Wednesday. Jacksonville leads Atlanta 2-0 in their series. Game 2 had to go to overtime for the Icemen to win. And the Florida Everblades and Greenville Swamp Rabbits are tied 1-1. Greenville was able to even up the series in their Game 2 win by a score of 5-3. Wednesday, the games are in Greenville and in Jacksonville for the ECHL. That's your look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll be back on camera, and we'll bring you tonight's starting lineups after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The event you've been waiting for is happening right now. It's the big Rally Point Harley-Davidson Spring 10 event, where you can save thousands on over 200 used Harleys at blowout prices. That's right, over 200 Harleys. And Rally Point has bikes for every budget, so don't wait another day. Rally Point Harley-Davidson is now open 7 days a week to get you riding. Don't miss this huge 10 event sale. Over 200 used Harleys to choose from. Save thousands right now. It's all happening at Rally Point Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road in Columbus. Ride free because of the brave. The benefits of a Kinetic membership extend far beyond convenient banking solutions, competitive rates, and financial advice. Kinetic Credit Union focuses on the unique needs of our members while supporting and improving their lives. At Kinetic Credit Union, they recognize that your financial goals are unique. That's why we're offering the Smart Steps Financial Education Program, a personalized learning experience to help you plan around your individual financial situation and aspirations. Kinetic Credit Union.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the championship series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season. Or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
Think fast. In less than 30 seconds, a small flame can become a big fire. Don't let your world go up in smoke. Have working smoke alarms and practice an escape plan for you and your loved ones. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov because fire is everyone's fight.
Welcome back in here to the Columbus Civic Center and here in the Harvey Lumber Press Box. I'm Zach DeBozart. He is Rally Point Harley-Davidson's Brett Posey. And now it's time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups. And why not have the Rally Point Harley-Davidson man say it himself for the River Dragons. Who we got going tonight for Columbus?
All right, so tonight in goal we've got Bailey McBurney. On defense we've got Ian White. Then we have got our guy Ozlich on defense. Then for forwards, we have got Austin Doe, and then we also have, where am I looking here? Underwood. No.
Josh.
Oh.
Number 9. There we go.
There we go. Josh Petrantonio, captain, my captain.
And Jagger Williamson.
You can't give me notes. I just have to know
I'm
this.
sorry. We tried to do it on the fly there. But it's the same starting lineup that we saw in Danbury, the Williamson, Petrantonio, and Doe line that was so successful at the end of the season.
Right.
Just going with the heavy hitters right away. And Bailey McBurney, of course, workhorse as always. 1-0 record for him in the playoffs, 909 save percentage, and a 4.0 goals against average. On the other side of things, for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, opponents lineups, the River Dragons Broadcast Network, brought to you by Victoryland Casino. Just a short drive down I-85 South, Shorter, Alabama. Victoryland Casino, proud partners of Ignite Sports and Entertainment. As we said, Peter DeSalvo, we can confirm, is the starting netminder. DeSalvo, a 2-0-1 record these playoffs, 3.84 goals against average, and an 8.83 save percentage. The defense in front of him, McDonald and Gallagher, and the forwards, the captain Ruiz in the middle of Bonnell and Levesque. Looking up and down the lineup, it would appear the only change being made is DeSalvo in for Wilson. As said, Frankie McClendon is the backup tonight for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. And the River Dragons, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No.
They're going with the exact same 18 they played in Danbury. Pretty much same line combinations as well.
I love the lineups last time. It worked well. It flowed well. Once they got in and moved, it was great.
All right, let's take one more break. When we come back, we conclude tonight's Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Copy when you can own the real thing. At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply.
Are you ready for it? Was a robber, first time that he saw me, stealing hearts and running off and never see.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Danbury Hat-Tricks getting themselves ready to go. Puck drop just a couple of minutes away as the fog and smoke show goes down at ice level. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Brett Posey. Brett, this is our last segment here. We know you want to get down there amongst the fans, getting all rowdy, getting ready for this game. So what's it going to take? What are the keys to victory for the River Dragons to come away, get that two-game sweep, and start preparing for the Commissioner's Cup final?
I think it has to look a lot like the last game. We had guys involved all over the place, right? We had Bersani, Smith, Underwood, Carter, Storjahan. We had assists, we had goals, we had everybody getting in the mix.
Up and down the lineup, scoring depth has been there. The young guys, the rookies, let's be honest, they're not rookies anymore. Once you get into the playoffs, you've been around and you're ready to go. They're announcing the lineups. We're going to take a break. When we come back here for the anthem and then puck drop on the Sun South John Deere first period. Brett, thanks so much for your time. Now get down there and go do that hard work on the glass.
All right, it's time to go be a fan again.
All right, back after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
You've been listening to the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show on 106.9 Really Rocks. The call of the game is just moments away after we pause for a short break on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
At Southern States Bank, the Common Sense Bank, we're a true community bank that supports the places we serve. Our people live, work, and play in your community. And you will find us cheering for the River Dragons right alongside you in the stands. With convenient locations throughout Alabama and Georgia, we're never too far away to handle any of your financial concerns. Call, click, or come by and see how we can help you make sense out of your banking. Visit us online at southernstatesbank.net. Southern States Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 410611.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun. Walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge to your home or office. Yes, you too can dress for success with Wade Cleaners. Oh, and don't forget the little people as you move up in the world.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online online at largemandental.com.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team, so what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
It's time for River Dragons Hockey. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sun South, John Deere, Houston Clinic, Burger King, West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery, Country Inn and Suites, Buffalo Rock, Pepsi Cola, John Emerald Distilling, Wade Cleaners, and PMB Broadcasting. Now, let's start the game with the voice of River Dragons Hockey, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. Welcome into the Columbus Civic Center, everybody. Before we go any further, though, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification, Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. River Dragons were all announced. The playoff lineup here for the crowd still filing in. And we're going to take it down to ice level and listen in to Dana Barker.
Managers Meg Hill, Tino Mora, and Philip Flip Weaver. Give it up, Columbus, for your Columbus River Dragons. And now, fans, please rise and remove your caps. The Dragons Edge take a moment of silence. Remember those who are in harm's way, those who defend our country and our livelihood, and those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. The River Dragons thank you. And now remain standing, hands over hearts, for tonight's national anthem, performed by Tyler Guthrie.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, we're so proudly we have the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Guthrie on tonight's national anthem. And with that, we are ready to play some hockey here in the Columbus Civic Center. Game number 2 of this Commissioner's Cup semifinal series between your River Dragons and the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Thank you so much for joining in, everybody, as part of your Sunday night here in the Civic Center. 4 stations across West Georgia and East Alabama. And of course, live here on the YouTube channel. Give us a like on the video. Subscribe if you would as well across all our different social medias. C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and now newly on TikTok. Johnny Ruiz and Josh Petrantonio take the ceremonial opening face-off over in the zone to our left. They shake hands, and with that, let's get going. Bailey McBurney is over in the net to our left. River Dragons dressed in the teals that they wore on Friday night in Danbury. Black helmets, black shoulders, black numbers with white and red trim, black pants and teal socks. They'll be going left to right across your radio dials in the Sun South John Deere first period. Over to our right, it's Peter DeSalvo, and the Hat-Tricks come clad in orange with the Tricks word mark on the chest. Black helmets, white numbers with black trim, black pants and orange socks. They go right to left. Our referees tonight, Cole and Bray, and our linesmen are Callan and Fossa. Williamson, Ruiz on the draw. It is down. We are underway here in the Sun South John Deere first period. Danbury with control of the puck. McDonald will dump it into the right wing corner. Ruiz has it on the near side. Williamson runs into him, and those two topple down on top of each other. Williamson with one last shove at Ruiz as those two stand back up. White will dump this one in, right wing side, rims around the boards. Ozelich holds it in left circle. He takes a hit as he fires one that's blocked by Gallagher. This one sends around to the near side now. McDonald moving it up to Bonnell. Bonnell had a streaker on the cross-ice pass. It was Nicola Levesque, but the passing lane never opened up. Jagger Williamson keeps himself in front of Levesque with the puck on his stick. Loose puck deke, has it over the red line, and now we'll just backhand it in off the pressure from Adam Dowda. Danbury has it. They'll dump it down. They say Tom Mealy got a touch on that in the neutral zone right at the red line. Bersani with it behind the net. He gets upended. A big check right there by Tom Mealy, and the bodies are flying here in game number 2. Moskal with some speed. Head fake. 2-on-2 as he hits the line right wing side. Spinorama backhand pass across, and it was in Graham's skates. Aaron Atwell has this behind the net for Danbury. Just over a minute gone here in the Sun South John Deere first period. And the River Dragons and Hat-Tricks here in game number 2. This one stopped up for Dowda, right at the Dragon logo at center. Left wing circle. He's pushed down by MJ Graham. And at the half wall, Graham tries to flip it out and does on a pass to Moskal. Quickly taken off his stick by Ojic. And then Graham will run into Ojic, knock him off of the puck. This one gets sent into the zone. Pepe will have it now for the Hat-Tricks. Moved ahead. Ojic tried to drop it back into the zone. Played into the Columbus end. And White will move it across here for Chase Carter. Carter from the red line. Nice feed ahead to Underwood. But Krupp was about 5 feet into the zone, expecting that pass to come to him. Underwood brings it in over the blue line. And we get an offsides call against the Dragons. 18:21 left to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. Kirk Underwood getting ready to take this draw. Be against Steve Mealy. Mealy will win that for Danbury. The Hat-Tricks won 73% of faceoffs in Danbury on Friday. Really had control of the puck in the early stages of play. Storjahan finds it. Oh, he chips it towards net. Got it around DeSalvo, but couldn't put it on the 4x6. Ends up losing an edge, running into the post, and the net is off. And we will get a whistle. 18:07 left to go here in period 1, which is just enough time to welcome in our guest. Not sure if he's caught his breath, but it's team general manager Scott Brand. Hey, Scott, how are we doing today?
Trying to catch my breath.
I figured as much.
People were demanding I come up and do color with you, Zach. Okay, my mom called me and says, hey, you should go do color. I'm like, okay.
Face-off coming to the left of DeSalvo. We'll be catching up with you here in just a second.
Actually, it was your mom. She was concerned.
Oh, I'm sure. Underwood and Steve Mealy on this draw. Mealy will win it. And off of the wall, Hat-Tricks can't get it out near side. White will hold it in at the right point. Shot wide, and Carter holds in now left point. Behind the net it goes. Gallagher checked there by Krupp. Storjahan trying to pick it out of feet. A 2-on-2 battle over the right shoulder of DeSalvo. Underwood flips it at the circle to Storjahan. Back to the top. White center point. A shot. Pad save made by DeSalvo. Seen it through traffic. Carter's pinching in on the play. Holds a man up just enough. Ojic then will get it out to center. And Underwood takes it away from him off the angle. A little bit of rough stuff behind the play as teams change. Krupp sends that in right at the side of the net. That'll be gloved by DeSalvo, who hangs on to it for the whistle. 17:33 left to go here in the first. Dragons have the first shot of the game on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler & Koch, no compromise.
Yeah, and both teams are going to come out. It's a nice Sunday afternoon, well rested, so we should have a really good hockey game tonight.
Teams are really banging bodies here early. Ruiz and Williamson scraping at this draw. Ruiz will eventually win it into the corner. Williamson trying to get this one up the wall. Bonnell takes it away from him, but it's still in the zone for Columbus. Austin Doe on the hash marks, right wing side, dealing with some abuse there from Aaron Atwell. Jake Grade holds it. It pops up into the air. Petrantonio knocks it down with a low stick. His shot. That one speared out of the air by the glove hand of Peter DeSalvo, who's looking sharp as ever right now, Scott. DeSalvo played all 3 games in the series against Binghamton, was completely absent in game 1. I have to believe Danbury might have been shipping him up here earlier to give him the rest and recovery he needed after Danbury's hectic end of the schedule for how important this game is.
Oh, no question about it. Probably a good smart move by Coach Dave McIsaac.
Ruiz wins another draw in the defensive zone, and this will be flipped out by Bunnell, high over the head of the Columbus defense, and icing as Nicola Levesque nearly had the angle to that in front of Jake Grade, but Grade was still ahead of him by about a half step. 17:03 left to go here in period 1. Seen a little bit of deja vu. Dragons maintaining the pressure, keeping the game in Danbury's half right now.
Well, I mean, that's what we want. We just got to, the problem is we're going to have to take a lot of shots to score on DeSalvo. Let's just be honest. He's probably one of the best, if not the best goaltenders in the league, so we're going to have to be able to penetrate him early and often.
It's a premier goaltending matchup for sure. DeSalvo versus McBurney tonight. Right circle. That shot from Levent goes wide of the blocker hand to McBurney. Williamson gets it nicely into the path of Doe. Right wing, a chip pass ahead. Gets it to Petrantonio, but it just bounced off the backhand blade of his stick. Petrantonio ties up with Pepe. Williamson will pick it off the wall. He's being checked there by Bunnell. Williamson has it, right circle on the backhand, lays it off. Ozelin shoots. Another glove save made by DeSalvo. And you're right, Scott, no traffic right there in front. DeSalvo's going to make that save 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, and Ozzy just kind of risked it, took it instead of taking a low slap shot and hoping DeSalvo kicks out a rebound. He doesn't give up a lot of rebounds, particularly you're going to shoot high on him.
Face off to the left of DeSalvo. Bersani in to take this draw against Dauda.
I doubt he's going to win.
Well, he didn't win. Bersani to Moskal, his shot, and again, quick save made there by DeSalvo. He's got the first 4 saves in this game. Goaltending matchup presented by Kinetic Credit Union. Save more with Kinetic. Peter DeSalvo, Bailey McBurney, DeSalvo, long stretch of minor league hockey, among the best in these levels. Bailey McBurney, first team All-FPHL and the FPHL Goaltender of the Year this year. We see a 1-0 game, maybe, Scott? Who knows?
As long as it's for the right team.
Ian White headmans this rush through the middle, right circle with it. He's being bothered on the back check by Dauda. Pepe tries to rim this one around. Dauda will now have it behind the net. Dauda skates this one out towards center. Bersani putting a stick in at him. A pass to the right wing side. Over the line, right circle. A chance there. Dustin Jasso back into the lineup. Shot there from Pepe. And that one goes wide, or goes into the glove hand of McBurney, and we get a whistle. 16:02 left to go here in the first period of play.
And I know that our fans up in North Carolina are watching us.
There is a wrong lineup down there on the Danbury side of things. I don't know if anybody realizes it down at ice level. But we'll play on. Steve Mealy, a shot from the right point. That one came off the stick, looked like of Pepe, and it goes off the pad of McBurney and behind the net. Joe Smith will skate this one up to center, right wing side. He'll dump it into the left corner. Underwood checks his man, pops up off a stick, goes out of play.
What do you got there?
All right, so while we have this time, we were looking over the lineups and we said, all right, the only change looked to be DeSalvo in for Wilson. However, Pepe is actually listed twice under 22 and 32, and we know 22 is Dustin Jasso. So we thought Dustin Jasso was out of this game. He's only made 1 appearance for the Hat-Tricks these playoffs. It was game 1, again, the Binghamton series, that game that went to overtime, and he was suspended for game 2 and then scratched game 3. He's returning back into the lineup for Danbury tonight, which caught us off guard when we saw his number.
So who's not on listed?
This one gets dumped down, and it's an icing against Danbury. Pepe's got both number 22 and 32 applied to him. That's why we were looking through the lineup and told you that the lineup was the exact same as we expected it to be outside of the goaltenders for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. So we do see Dustin Jasso in this game. Face-off coming to the left of DeSalvo. Underwood against Steve Mealy on this draw. Steve Mealy tries to box out. It's between feet, and it'll go off the top of the glass and out of play. So it will be another Columbus River Dragons offensive zone draw coming up to the left of DeSalvo. And it'll be Underwood against Steve Mealy again.
So do they have a 32 dressed?
They do. That is Brandon Pepe.
And who's 22?
It's supposed to be Dustin Jasso.
Is he on the ice?
He was for a moment. Underwood, right point. Carter, his shot deflect off the pad. A rebound trickles wide from behind the goal line. Smith tried to put it towards the net. It goes off to DeSalvo, and he will make the save. 15:27 left to go here in the first. Now we got some rough stuff occurring over on the far side. Alex Storjahan looks like getting involved with Tobias Ojic. And if that last name is familiar for any old-time hockey fans, yes, that is the very same Ojic last name, noted pugilist in the NHL ranks. His son Tobias, the year 2000, playing here for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Kirk Underwood against Steve Mealy again on the draw to the left of DeSalvo. Centermen eventually drop their sticks. Underwood wins it to Storjahan. His shot flipped wide to the blocker side. Kuznetsov chops at it. Vanelli holds in left point. His shot blocked and on the far circle. Kuznetsov spins back and turns it up ice. Off the wall. That one goes through Steve Mealy. Jagger Williamson, he took a big hit. Welcome on to start his shift as he dumps that one in from the right side of the red line. Brown deflected by Ojic, and that one will go out of play. Ojic deflected it from the neutral zone, so there will be no penalty here against Danbury. 15:07 now left to go here in period one, and the Dragons and Hat-Tricks remain scoreless.
Play kind of slowed down, and
the face-off will come to the left of DeSalvo. Yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of good hitting in the first minute or two, and now there's been a slew of face-offs and a lot of stop and start here. We're not even at the first media timeout yet. Williamson wins one clean. White D to Ozelinch. Left circle, his shot blocked by Levesque. Into the far corner. DeSalvo will come out of his net to rim it around. White gets to it first on the half wall. He's bodied up there by Bunnell. Leaks out over the blue line. And Doe will go across the neutral zone for Petrantonio to dump it in. From the right side of red, far side to near it, rims around. Atwell being checked there by Austin Doe. Doe couldn't pick it back. Williamson whiffed on a potential one-timer on a loose puck. Ruiz picks it out of feet. Austin Doe lifts his stick. Pass across, goes off the wall. Too hard for Jagger Williamson. And Atwell up to Levesque. Tried to one-touch it, and Petrantonio read it the whole way in front of Bunnell. Now here's Jagger Williamson with some speed. Nice behind-the-back deke. Steve Brown puts a check onto him. Jagger Williamson falls from his backside. Played it to Doe. Backdoor Graham. What a save made there by Peter DeSalvo. Austin Doe in the corner saw MJ Graham streaking into the slot, put it right on his tape, and Peter DeSalvo, great post-to-post action, keeps this game scoreless. 14:21 to go in the first. 30 seconds and we're back. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's time to get outdoors and tackle your to-do list. Whether you're mowing, gardening, or tackling heavier projects at the camp or farm, be prepared with John Deere equipment from Sun South. We'll help you find the equipment to meet your needs. And owning a John Deere is more affordable than ever at Sun South with 0% financing on most models, including the 1023 tractor with loader for only $169 a month. So why wait another season to do more? Come see us at Sun South. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2022.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. 14:21 to go here in the first. Our 22-23 gray jerseys are available now on the Dash app. DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. This auction will end when the series is over. Right now, slated for Monday, but if there is a Game 3, we will push it back to Tuesday. Dash app, DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices for all of your River Dragons specialty jerseys. Danbury gets the puck out of their own zone. Gisseau will dump that one in through Tom Mealy. Grade rims this one around. Now Bersani trying to flick it past Easton Oliver. He did, but Brandon Pepe, a good job covering it back. Played it all the way back to his goaltender. And MJ Graham, he's got some wheels. He might have nearly caught up to that puck if it was a little bit slower on the pass.
Not sure that was exactly a pass that they teach at basic hockey.
Nolan, blue line to Moskal, in over the zone. Left circle, he shoots. A shoulder save made by DeSalvo. Moskal to the top of the circles for Nolan. He lets one go. A deflection and goes off the pad of DeSalvo. Oliver runs from behind by Moskal. We'll get a penalty on this, and Pepe wants a piece of Moskal. That was about the most innocent check from behind you're going to see, but it was a check from behind nonetheless, as Moskal runs into the back of Oliver, clipped him through the numbers. Oliver back up and well. And it's going to be a penalty 10 times out of 10. Moskal heads off to the box, and we get the first Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night for the Dragons.
You know, if the officials wanted to set the standard right here, I'd take the guy who came in and punched him afterwards. We're back to 4-on-4. It's definitely a penalty. There's no question about it.
Well, Moskal.
He's apologizing.
You would hope so. I don't know.
Maybe that'll lower it to a 1-minute power play.
Don't think that's how it works, Scott. River Dragons are 5th in the 6-team FPHL Commissioners Cup playoffs. They're 2 for 3, 66.7%. They've only had the one game of work back on Friday in Danbury. Danbury is dead last in the playoffs, though, 11.1%, 2 for 18 so far this postseason. Danbury has us back in their own end. No hand passes. McDonald has it over to the blue line, his own defensive zone. This one chipped off of the boards for Ruiz to himself. Now here's Tom Mealy in over the line. Mealy stops it up left point, being bothered by Petrantonio. Into the corner it goes. Around the boards, Gordy Bunnell. On his back, Chase Carter. Bunnell will kick it to his stick. Now both defensemen underneath the goal line. Ruiz to the top at the right point. Tom Mealy to the middle. Levesque turns, shoots. And a shoulder save made by McBurney. And they stick that one out of the air into the far corner. How's that for rebound control from McBurney? Tom Mealy at the right point. Nearly had it taken away from him by Austin Doe. Levesque checked by Carter. Around the boards it goes, and now Ruiz will get it back up to the right point. Little give and go. Ruiz has it again, right circle to the goal line. Levesque back for Ruiz. A drag, a save made by McBurney. Back to the middle. That one goes through everybody. Mealy to McDonald. Rings it off the post. Still in the zone here for the hat-tricks. Tom Mealy with it at the right point. Doe watching over him. At the hash marks, now to the corner, up the wall, covering back is McDonald. He's got it in the zone still. Right circle, back for Mealy to the goal line. Nicola Levesque has it behind the net. Back to Mealy, right circle, looking for a shooting lane. Walks it to the dot, to the goal line here. Now back up to the top of the circles, and that one went through Levesque's stick. Down the ice it will go. 37 seconds remaining in Moscow's boarding penalty.
Boy, big break there by the Dragons. Both teams need a line change. They're going to get one, but boy, they had some opportunities here, Zach.
Here's Dustin Gisso. Ripping it ahead, 4-on-3 as he hits the line with a pass right wing side to Adam Dowda. He's slowed up by Ozelinch, and Joe Smith on the backhand sends this one out of play, but it stays within the glassed area as it's in the benches. It will be an offensive zone draw for the hat-tricks, though. 19 seconds remain in their power play. No score with 11:56 to go here in period one.
Dragons were extremely aggressive on the penalty kill. That's what we do when we're on the power play. But they were extremely aggressive, and I liked it, but they started chasing the puck. And now the officials right now fighting amongst themselves where the faceoff goes.
There's a discussion. They thought there was a deflection off a stick in the neutral zone, which would have brought that puck back out to neutral territory, but it is, as we suspected, a Danbury offensive zone draw.
And we all know officials shouldn't think because they're not good at it.
Williamson wins this one. Dowda in the corner takes it away from Ian White, trying to move it up the wall. He'll play it back down into the corner. Steve Mealy to Ojic, trying to play that one from the side of the net. It's found there by Smith, and he breaks his stick trying to slap it out. Gallagher hold in to Ojic, left circle. Blocker save made by McBurney. Rebound to the far side post. Smith will glove it down. Williamson takes a hit from Ojic. Down the ice it will go as Moskal is out of the box, trying to pick the pocket of Gallagher. Those two fall down on the collision, and we're back to full strength. River Dragons 1-for-1 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight.
Dragons just got to regroup, get their lines back together, and start getting some offense going.
MJ Graham over to Ian White. He'll dump it in from the right side of red. Rimmed around to the far wing. Levesque checks Bersani. Those two let the puck go through him. And down the ice it will go to the Columbus line. Graham to Grade. Now up blue line to Moskal. He's got some open ice in front of him. Moskal and the backhand rings the post. Moskal tried to beat DeSalvo short side, and he just about did it, but rang the iron. Bersani rims this one around. Grade with it right wing circle. Ojic steps in front of him. Grade dodged the check. Moskal and Atwell rub shoulders. Ojic trying to move it out. Big hit from Bersani. Grade fires right point. And that one deflected, stayed in on the high glass. And we move back on. Bersani a big hit, but making a play there is Ruiz. Up to Ojic, and Nolan will knock that one away as it was destined for the slot. Here's Jay Croup, pass to an open wing. Parker Moskal, got to be out of gas, but he's still out there. Left circle, he shoots. And I think Croup was looking for a tip, but he was tied up in front. Nolan rims it around the boards. Croup late to getting to it behind the net. Hits the kick plate weird, though. Steve Brown has to come back on it. He's tied up with a handful of Jay Croup. Adam Dowda rims this one around, finds Aaron Atwell behind the Danbury net. Atwell will slow this one up. Here's Tom Mealy skating it ahead. 10-10 left to go here in the first. Vanelli knocks one away at the Columbus line. Right into the path of Petrantonio. Gets it over. Left circle for Storjahan. Storjahan pass across. That one deflected and went wide to the far post. Trying to go back up to the point. Read by Gisso. And he's going to take on the Columbus defense by himself. Vanelli tried to lay a hit on him. Gisso used his speed. Carter staying with him. Gisso to the right point for Gallagher. That one off the skates of the man coming in, Steve Mealy. Now he's tied up with Storjahan, who's just able to get it out to center as he finishes out his shift. 9:43 left to go here in the first. Still no score. Dragons and hat-tricks. Gisso couldn't tip that one in. He put it right onto the chest of Chase Carter. Now Gisso with it. One-on-one with Carter. Gets around him with a fancy move. Backhand pass across. Goes off a toe and will roll towards Bailey McBurney. And we will get a whistle and a bit of a crowd around the Columbus netminder. Linesman will separate everybody. Let's take 30 seconds and come right back. 9.5 to go in the first on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
benefits of a Kinetic membership extend far beyond convenient banking solutions, competitive rates, and financial advice. Kinetic Credit Union focuses on the unique needs of our members while supporting and improving their lives. At Kinetic Credit Union, they recognize that your financial goals are unique. That's why we're offering the Smart Steps Financial Education Program, a personalized learning experience to help you plan around your individual financial situation and aspirations. Kinetic Credit Union.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. 9.5 left to go here in the first. River Dragons hockey brought to you all season long by Sherry and her crew of master barbers at Old School Barbershop, 1041 First Avenue in Columbus. They'll be open 10 a.m. on Monday. Call 706-321-5930 for an appointment or visit them online, oldschoolbarbershop.com. That's oldschoolbarber, SHOPPE.com. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Scott Brand. 9.5 to go here in the first.
Zach, there seems to be some kind of discussion with the officials in the Danbury bench. You think they're talking about where that face-off location was?
I'm not entirely sure about that. We do see a little yellow piece of paper being passed, though, and we had wondered aloud why there were two Brandon Pepes on our official sheet.
Is it a twin brother? Does he have a twin brother? Or do you think that there was some kind of hijinks?
I don't know.
Actually, he may have listed it wrong, which means guess what? See ya.
Head coach McIsaac is...
Well, you got to give an explanation.
Getting the word, and now here's what's interesting.
He's gone.
Well, Brandon Pepe's gone. Brandon Pepe's listed on there, right?
Pepe shouldn't be gone.
He's got 32 and 22 by him.
They threw out the wrong guy.
What in the world? Pepe's in the wrong place at the wrong time. We have, again, for those who were paying attention in the earlier parts of the broadcast, we said the same lineup for the Danbury hat-tricks. We did not see a Dustin Gisso in the card we were presented. That's because there were two Pepes, one on 32 and one on 22 on the line where you give the numbers. So Pepe's listed correctly as a 32, but then there's also a 22 Pepe, not a 22 Gesso, which I think has to be the discussion here. And now I think they just told Frankie McClendon to go get Pepe because I think this is an issue where Gesso is actually rostered improperly, and he would have to be the one. So Frankie McClendon is going to go play messenger boy. And
I was going to bring up something earlier, growing up Catholic, not a very good one, but... So St. Clemens, you know who St. Clemens is?
I do not.
The saint of the ironworkers. Okay. I would say that both goaltenders may be wearing a St. Clemens because they've had a couple pipes here, and so they owe a little thank you to St. Clemens. And now 22 has been ejected from the game.
So Gisso now skates off, and we assume Pepe will emerge from that tunnel. There's Frankie McClendon as he's waiting to get back on the ice, but we'll do this face-off and play first. 9:30 to go here in the first. Face-off coming to the left of McBurney. So as we suspected, a improper roster, and Dustin Gisso skated a couple of shifts, and now he appears to be gone. On the near side, McDonald will chip this one. It goes off the skates of Kuznetsov. Here's Jagger Williamson, 3-on-2. Williamson left circle to Doe. A backhand goes wide of the glove hand on DeSalvo. White with it, right point. Moves it down the wall, goes right back to him, right circle. Doe lifted it high, ramped up off a stick, and Kuznetsov's now got it for Danbury. Kuznetsov will chip that one into the zone off the back check. White over for Petrantonio, right wing side. Petrantonio, right circle for Williamson. Williamson bothered by McDonald. Puck goes his way, and now sent around the boards by the hat-tricks. Kuznetsov trying to get this one out. Here's Vanelli with it at his own blue line. Vanelli dumps it down ice. Not enough for icing as Atwell's in front of it. Played it up the near wing. Ruiz, nice tip through the legs. Vanelli played that one off of Bersani. Hits over to Moskal, left wing. He's over the line. Moskal to Graham. Takes it. He scores. MJ Graham right in front. Blows it by the glove hand, and it's 1-0 Columbus.
That's huge to get the first goal, Zach, particularly at home. Get the crowd fired up here. At least over 2,000 tonight. We haven't got the official ticket count, but... get the crowd back in it, and indeed, by the way, Pepe and Frankie McClendon have returned to the bench.
MJ Graham, his first of the postseason, second Career playoff goal for the River Dragons. And he opens the scoring at the 11:31 mark of period number 1. As you said, Pepe and McClendon are back on the Danbury bench. And now here's Dana Barker.
River Dragons goal scored by number 8, M.J. His first goal of the postseason, assisted by number 11, Parker Moscow, with number 26, Adam Vanelli, at 11:31.
Right there is Adam Vanelli's first pro playoff point as he picks up the secondary apple. Parker Moscow sent it across. Dram from Moscow and Vanelli has this game 1-0. Smith from behind the net. That one goes off Steve Brown. Pokes up off his big body and into the netting and out of play. And we'll get a whistle. 7:54 left to go here in period 1. 1-0. Dragons are in front. Taking a peek over at federalhockey.com right now, Scott, if we can, to see if they've said anything about that just so Pepe issue. I don't really see anything. No penalty, obviously, but we saw it just so leave. And there's been actually some precedence with this when Parker Moskal was a member of the Menor Icebreakers back in the 2019-2020 season. We've seen it before. Not very often, but it happens. Jake Grade from the right point sends this one around. Easton Oliver checks Hunter Bersani, still in the zone for Columbus. Here's MJ Graham, cycled it down to Bersani at the hash marks. Oh, he's hit by Oliver, and he's down, and a penalty comes up. Moskal gets right into the face of Oliver, and that's an awkward bit of deja vu as Moskal was the one who planted Oliver in the numbers, and Hunter Bersani's at least up on a knee. And right now being looked at by his teammates. Looks like he'll be all right. And Easton Oliver is going to sit 2 minutes for boarding. Hunter Bersani back up on his feet, and the Georgia power play will start up here momentarily.
And, here's the thing. I like it when guys come to the rescue, your fellow teammates. There's a time and place, but, the referee had it. I don't think it was exactly dirty. It wasn't a clean hit, but it wasn't, past the normalcy of hockey. And so let him take the penalty. You want to get even with him, Zach? You put the puck in net.
Williamson and Ruiz on this draw. Georgia power play starts up for the first time tonight for the Dragons. Williamson, right wing corner, sends it up the wall. White has it now at the right point. Ian White now to the center point. Gets it to Doe, right wing circle. Had to reach back for the pass. Back to White. He slaps one, blocked by Ruiz's stick. Williamson being checked there by Gallagher to the left circle. Petrantonio to the top. White now back to Doe at the right dot. He shoots, and that one blocked by McDonald. Petrantonio at the hash marks. White will hold it into the left point. Off the wall for Williamson. Trying to work it down into the corner. Levesque got his body in the way, and he will dump that one down. River Dragons 1 for 4 in Friday night's game. 25% has them good for 4th in the 6-team FBHL playoffs. Danbury 4th also in the penalty kill. 73.1%. That's 19 out of 26 they've killed off. Petrantonio to Jagger Williamson at the left wing circle. Williamson with it, left wing, now trying to move it towards the middle. He stood up by Atwell. Petrantonio's with it at the hash marks. Williamson and Atwell, they were tied up at the skate, eventually freed themselves. White center point with it, left circle, Petrantonio across, goes off at Doe's body, loose in the slot, so many orange bodies around it, and Dowda eventually flips it out to center, past Josh Petrantonio. 45 seconds left to go here in the Georgia power play. Pass evades Krupp, still bothering Brown for it, runs into Atwell as he dumps it down, and 35 seconds now left in the power play.
Yeah, good play by both teams here. You can see Danbury has an aggressive box, but the nice part about it, Zach, is they stay tight, but the Dragons just got to keep passing. They're going to make a mistake. Wait till the box collapses.
Storjahan, left wing, cross ice dump to the right corner. Bersani rims it around. Here's MJ Graham with it. Left wing hash marks. Graham skating into the top. Storjahan at the right point with it. Storjahan winds up, shoots. That was a deflection off Phil Bronner, and that one just went wide. Ojic on the backhand tries to flip this one out. Storjahan at the left point trying to get it across, and Bronner knocks that one away out in neutral territory. 3 seconds left. Easton Oliver standing up in the box. He's now free. 0 for 1 on the Georgia power play. Moskal from behind the net. Big check, still with the puck on his stick, though, and struggling a little bit after that hit there. Looks like that's Garrett Gallagher. Now here's Ojic, 2-on-1 for the hat trick as they hit the line to the right circle. A shot, and that one high over the glove of Bailey McBurney. Nicola Levesque was the one to let it go. Pepe across for Oliver, and now this one played into the Columbus zone. Grade will find it and go across for Vanelli. Vanelli for Smith. Moskal will reach it, dump it in. Around the boards it goes. Oliver checked by Underwood. Levesque now bothered by Smith. Under 5 minutes to go here in period one. Dragons in front 1-0 on MJ Graham's first of the postseason. Levesque kicks it free, but it goes to Nolan at the left point. Walks the blue line. A pass to the right wing corner. Smith takes it off the wall. Smith trying to lay it back. Ruiz got in front of the cycle. He'll dump it out to the red line. Grade will glove it down and shoot it in, while Columbus and Danbury both change behind this. Oliver up ahead, a deflection from Ruiz. Down the ice, no icing, as they say White can touch it, and he does at the bottom of the circles. White up the right wing side to Joe Smith. Now cross ice. It's Krupp in the feet. He couldn't get it onto his stick. Steve Brown on it first. Brown and Krupp run into each other. That's a big body for Krupp to run into. They're both on their feet. Puck gets out from there. Smith holds in top of the circles. He'll head off for a change as he dumps it in. Brown gets this one over to Dmitry Kuznetsov, and now up ahead here for Dauda. Dauda blocked by Williamson. Couldn't go on a run, but now it'll fall for Doe. 3-on-2 through the middle. Doe to Petrantonio. Kicks to his stick across the top of the crease, and no one on the back door. Williamson with it behind the net, being watched, leaves it for Petrantonio, tried to get it to Doe, and Steve Brown's long reach interrupted that pass. Doe holds it at the left point, finds Jagger Williamson right circle. He waits, goaltender out, takes it behind the net, can't wrap it around, didn't have the speed, waits left circle, Doe a shot, great blocker save, made there by DeSalvo as he went post to post again. Williamson to the top, Doe high slot shot, what a block in front, right there by McDonald. Rebound will fall for Tom Mealy, and he will skate it out to center, gain the red, and dump it in. Hatrick's unit was gassed and nearly gave one up right there.
Listen, Danbury's good at getting bodies and sticks and everything in front of the puck. We got to get the puck off our stick quicker. We can't take time to aim it. Fire it.
Ozelinch couldn't get this one out along the goal line. Shot save made by McBurney as Steve Mealy tried to find a tight angle. Here's Parker Moskal going against the Danbury defense by himself. Pulls it back, waits for reinforcements, gets it to MJ Graham. His shot, shoulder save, rebound still loose. Persani trying to find it. Steve Mealy will poke him off the puck. Atwell flips that one out to center. Carter and Vanelli play a little catch at the red line, and it's dumped in right wing side. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the first. Persani, left circle. Moskal picks it up along the goal line, far side. Tries to chip it off him, off the backside of the net instead for him. Into the feet of MJ Graham, and he's checked down by Atwell, and the Hat-Tricks take it back over. Oliver punished as he makes a pass up to Steve Mealy. Now one touch, here's Tobias Ojic over the line. Vanelli caught an ugly patch of ice. Ojic along the goal line, takes it behind the net, thought about the wraparound, and McBurney shut him down at the far post. Tied up here along the wall in the far corner. Levesque trying to move it around. Vanelli cuts him off behind the net. Still behind the net. Danbury trying to reach at it here. Pepe falls down on the play. Vanelli sends it out towards center. Gallagher with a chop at it. They say he got a touch, no icing. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first.
Got to get a line change, Zach. We were chasing pucks. We had 4 guys behind the goal line at one point.
Pepe, nice little spin around. Dodge the check from Storjahan. McBurney slows it up for Nolan. Storjahan will touch it into the neutral zone. Underwood's in on a race, but Gallagher gets there first and a big shoulder as he knocked down Underwood, who was trying to go for that puck. Dumped down, missed the net. McBurney was looking for an icing, and I think the River Dragons defense could have played that one. Gallagher has this one now in front of his own netminder. 100 seconds left to go here in the first period of play. Tom Mealy at his own blue line gets away from Joe Smith. Mealy will dump this one in, cross ice off the right wing corner. It's Dauda. White checks it away. Now here's Storjahan. Smith's in the middle. Storjahan's going to race to get up with him. Smith's got it. High slot. His shot wide of the blocker hand. And Storjahan again ends up running into DeSalvo as he was checked there by a couple of hat-tricks. Picks himself back up. Here's Tom Mealy from the red line. Cross ice dump to the right wing. Ozelinch slaps at it with Dauda. Puck stalls there at the right wing circle. Kuznetsov with it to the top. Shot from Bunnell. And that one stick by McBurney off the glass into the netting and out of play. We get an immediate timeout. 1:04 left to go here in the first. Dragons in front, 1-0 here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's time to get outdoors and tackle your to-do list. Whether you're mowing, gardening, or tackling heavier projects at the camper farm, be prepared with John Deere equipment from Sun South. We'll help you find the equipment to meet your needs. And owning a John Deere is more affordable than ever at Sun South with 0% financing on most models, including the 1023 tractor with loader for only $169 a month. So why wait another season to do more? Come see us at Sun South. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2022.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. 1:04 left to go here in period one. Dragons in front 1-0, heavily out shooting the Hat-Tricks too. 14-5 on the Heckler & Koch shot counter.
They absolutely are, and that's what they have to do. DeSalvo's a good goaltender. You're going to have to get pretty goals on him or get an ugly deflection. That's all you can do.
Face-off coming to the left of McBurney. Columbus will win it. Racing back underneath the goal line is Ian White. 1 minute to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. White slaps it, blue line to blue line, misses everybody, and icing is the call against the Dragons. 54.5 now left to go here in period one. I want to thank a lot of our different playoff partners jumping in on board to help support the River Dragons in this Commissioner's Cup postseason. Nico Foster Care, Buffalo Rock Distributors and Pepsi Cola, F&M Cigars, and of course Rally Point Harley Davidson. You were hearing from Brett Posey during the pregame show. Always great to have him on. And now Scott Brand alongside myself, Zach DeBozart, here in the later stages of the first. Bunnell shoots, knocked down by Williamson, and an easy save, paddle down from McBurney. At the right point, that hops over the stick of a defenseman. Tried to move it into the zone, and Gallagher came across, covering for McDonald. River Dragons touch up on a delayed offsides. Williamson and Gallagher both run each other down awkwardly from out of nowhere. White kicks it at the red line, but he played it right to the Hat-Tricks. Here's Levesque, right wing side for Ruiz, tied up with Williamson. His shot, and a pad save made by McBurney. Rebound kicked out to the near circle. Petrantonio up ahead here for Moskal. Moskal spins it around, looking for a pass. Nobody there. Vanelli drives the net. Moskal trying to go to the middle, and Gallagher stands him up. Those two going at each other. Gallagher with an extra shove on Moskal. Ruiz, he falls down to the ice, but gets a pass up ahead to Bunnell. Bunnell bothered on the back check by MJ Graham. Carter slaps that one down ice, and a pad save had to be made by DeSalvo as the period will expire. And Parker Moskal continuing the conversation with one Nicola Levesque, and now the irony that MJ Graham is playing peacekeeper after MJ Graham and Nicola Levesque dropped the gloves on Friday night in Danbury.
Listen, there's been some punches to the head. There's been hooks and holds, and officials aren't calling it, and I like it. It's playoff hockey. I don't mind it. As long as it's consistent, as long as it's both ways, we'll play ball in the ring with anybody.
Dragons lead it 1-0 through 20 minutes of play. MJ Graham's goal with an assist to Parker Moskal and Adam Vanelli. We'll tell you all about those first 20 minutes of play when we get to the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's time to get outdoors and tackle your to-do list. Whether you're mowing, gardening, or tackling heavier projects at the camper farm, be prepared with John Deere equipment from Sun South. We'll help you find the equipment to meet your needs. And owning a John Deere is more affordable than ever at Sun South with 0% financing on most models, including the 1023 tractor with loader for only $169 a month. So why wait another season to do more? Come see us at Sun South. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2022.
Hockey great Wayne Gretzky once said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." And without a foster parent, over 14,000 children in Georgia will never have a shot. Nico Foster Care of Columbus, Georgia needs your help. Visit our website at nico.org to learn about becoming a foster parent and giving these kids a shot at the goal. That's nico.org. Spelled NECCO.org. That's NECCO.org.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus-Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities cities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit rdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
Welcome back in here to the Harvey Lumber Press Box in the Columbus Civic Center. I'm Zach DeBozart alongside Scott Brand, changing up who's right alongside me. Scott, through those first 20 minutes of play, River Dragons have the 1-0 lead through MJ Graham. It's been a testy affair down there, seeing a lot of hits, a lot of stuff behind the play. And as you said, it's playoff hockey. That rule book's getting pretty thin, isn't it?
Absolutely it is, and you know what? I think the players would rather have that. You know, you want the major stuff. Anything that takes away from a definitely scoring opportunity you want called. The ticky-tack stuff, as long as you punch each other in the head, you walk away and kiss each other later, you're fine.
The only two penalties really that have been called are both boarding penalties, one against Parker Moskal on Easton Oliver, and then Easton Oliver, who ended up boarding Hunter Bersani. Both power plays came up empty. River Dragons 0 for 1 on the Georgia Power play, but 1 for 1 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill, and right now doubling up the hat tricks and shots, 14-7. I mean, obviously there's something to be said about the River Dragons play very well at home. Danbury had a lot of travel, though they did fly in for today's game. However, there's still a lot of games played on those Danbury legs over the last, 10 to 12 days as compared to the River Dragons.
Okay, I'm going to give them there's been a lot of games played, but the flight versus the 20-hour bus trip you guys done?
Probably,
seems like it.
Probably about 16, 18, but yeah.
You know, I hope we get to fly to our next destination. But regardless of that, listen, it's been a very good hockey game. It's been very, very rough. Danbury's going to come out in the second period. First of all, they're really upset, I think, at the River Dragons. We got a player thrown off their roster. And it's a mistake. It happens. As a hockey guy, I don't know if you like it, but you know what? It's a playoff. It's like that famous Marty McSorley, which you probably don't remember in the Kings game, when he got nailed for illegal curvature, which never gets called the one time.
That's right.
I believe Montreal, a 5-on-3.
I've seen my handful of measured sticks throughout the playoffs because you're looking for every little edge, and unfortunately the hat tricks gave one inadvertently. If you were late to tonight's game, we told you during the pregame show that there didn't really seem to be any changes in the hat tricks lineup between what we saw Friday night versus tonight. However, what we had failed to realize in the moment, but there was two instances of Brandon Pepe, one under his number 32 and another one under the number 22, where it appears Dustin Jasso was slated to come back into the lineup after he played game 1 with the hat tricks, was suspended for game 2, scratched game 3 and game 1 of the series here against Columbus, and now back into the lineup for game 2, only for a couple of shifts because of the improper roster. So
again.
While there was, I guess so, while there was no penalty on that play, we can tell you that the hat tricks are playing down one on the bench. Due to that, Dustin Jasso ineligible for the rest of tonight's game from our understanding here at press box level. Let's take a break as the Zamboni makes its way across the ice. We're going to take a break and come back with Around the FPHL. Watertown and Carolina will be dropping puck in just a couple of minutes. Talk about that series a little more after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun, walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge to your home or office. Yes, you too can dress for success with Wade Cleaners. Oh, and don't forget the little people as you move up in the world.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center on the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report. John Emerald Distilling, proud partners of Ignite Sports and Entertainment, bringing you our first intermission, as well as our weekly coaches show, 6 to 7 p.m. across these same radio stations and podcast form on YouTube. John Emerald Distilling, headquartered out in Opelika. Live tours and tastings every day they're open, and come on down to the Civic Center when the River Dragons have home games to sample the John Emerald line of products yourself. John Emerald Distilling, proud partners of Ignite Sports, the Columbus River Dragons, and the Columbus Chattahoots. Take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. They're about 10 minutes away from puck drop in Watertown. The Watertown Wolves and Carolina Thunderbirds, the other half of the semifinal round of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Don't even have starting lineups just yet from this one. Figured we'd have those by now.
They're probably too scared. They're too scared to send them in. Both teams have seen what happened.
Maybe news went across and everybody's double-checking their crossed I's and dotted T's and all sorts of things like that. Well, you guys get a better update for you during the second intermission of play. Watertown leads that series 1-0. If they hold home ice tonight or Monday in a potential Game 3, they will advance to the Commissioner's Cup final and look for the third Commissioner's Cup, which right now is a league record. They are, to my knowledge, the only team that has a repeat winner. Everybody else has just been one time. Carolina Thunderbirds, obviously 18-19. River Dragons, though not a Commissioner's Cup, the league championship in 2021. So the Watertown Wolves looking to add another banner up there. If they win one more, they'll be in the final, giving themselves a chance at it.
Yeah, don't open that can of worms, because you'll be all over the Thunder Chickens fan page if you say that we're the defending champs or whatever. But that'll be a good game. I think Carolina's going to be well rested, and it should be a better hockey game than it was the other night, although that was a good game too.
1-0 here in Columbus. Let you look around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. In the SPHL, we got a heck of a storyline brewing. Roanoke, an 8 seed, has beaten the 1 seed. That was the Knoxville Ice Bears in a 3-game set. Then they beat the 2 seed, the Huntsville Havoc, swept them 2 games out of 2. And now in a best-of-5 series, they'll be playing the number 3 seed Peoria Rivermen in the President's Cup Finals. Peoria went to 3 games against Quad City. First 2 games are in Peoria, Thursday and Friday night. Obviously, Scott, we have a lot of old River Dragons on that Roanoke team. Get the feeling that that's going to be the rooting interest, especially down here in Columbus.
Well, it's funny. Everybody seems to hate Peoria in the SP. If you look at, they're like the Elmira of. But it should be a lot of fun to watch those 2 teams, and I'm sure everybody scratching their head is how's the number 8 team advance to the championship, but stranger things happen.
Hey, we saw the LA Kings, I believe it was in 2012 or 2013, I think it was 2012, as an 8 seed, go all the way and win the Stanley Cup there. So, hey, stranger things have happened for sure. In the ECHL's Kelly Cup playoffs, Wednesday night will be our next two games in the Southern Series we're following, Florida and Greenville. The series shifting to Greenville for Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, games 3 through 5. That series evened up at 1 apiece. Jacksonville leads Atlanta 2-0, and Wednesday, Thursday in Jacksonville is the next two games there.
But if I'm a Gladiator fan, the good part is that's going to come back to my building, and I get to watch games 3 and 4 or 4 and 5, right?
Well, games 5, 6, and 7, if necessary, are all in Atlanta, so Atlanta does have to win one to get it back going there.
So I don't even get a home game this series, possibly.
You got to earn that home game, I guess, in that series, the way it ended up falling out in scheduling. That's your look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, we have a look ahead to the Wild Animal Safari second period on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
If you know building materials, and I know you do, then nobody's going to be able to sell you something that you don't need at a price that is ridiculous to pay for. So you always go to Harvey Lumber for everything you need because you've come to expect no less than the very best product at the lowest possible price from the very best team of folks in the building materials business. But for other folks like me, I can't even build a stick. I need somebody that I can trust, not to try and oversell me or upsell me on things I don't need in the first place. I guess what I'm trying to say is I may not know a lot about building materials and the right tools for the job, but I do know Harvey Lumber. And I know that they have never and will never steer me wrong or let me down. You can always trust the folks that have been in business in the Chattahoochee Valley for over 150 years. Dale Castile and that superb bunch of folks at Harvey Lumber Company, 800 15th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply.
Raise the bar with the next generation of light beer. Flight by Yingling is easy drinking, clean, crisp, and refreshing. Flight is only 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, and 4.2 alcohol by volume. Flight pairs well with your favorite salad, seafood, and poultry dishes, and is sold in bottles, cans, and on draft at some of your favorite local establishments. Flight by Yingling is the official light beer partner of the Columbus River Dragons. Must be 21 years or older to drink. Please enjoy responsibly.
Look what you done. I'm a star.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center, and here live in the Harvey Lumber press box, I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Scott Brand. Just about a minute or so left here in the intermission report. Scott, what are we looking forward to in the Wild Animal Safari second period?
Listen, we can't let up at all. Just because you have a 1-0 lead, you're at home, you're out shooting them. I don't know if we're out necessarily playing them, but we're getting chances. You got to come out. You got to keep your foot on that gas pedal, Zach, because the last thing you can do is lay back. It's a very dangerous team, Danbury. They can score quick. They got a lot of talent.
Obviously, Danbury had the first two goals of the game back on Friday night. We saw what the Dragons were able to do coming back from that, so just pretty much preventing against that sort of reverse deja vu, if you will.
No doubt about it. And as I said, playoffs, weird things happen. You want to get some cushion on you. You want to get some goals. You want to continue to pepper this goaltender.
Teams are due back out on the ice in just a couple of moments. We'll take a break. When we come back, call the Wild Animal Safari second period next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Whose favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Oral and maxillofacial facial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the championship series in 2022, plus more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season, or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Hat-Tricks back out onto the ice and ready to start this second period of play. Bailey McBurney warms up the crease to our right, made all 7 saves he had to make in those first 20 minutes. And the Dragons, dressed in teal, black helmets and shoulders, black numbers, white and red trim, black pants and teal socks, will be going right to left across your radio dials. Over to our left, it's Pete DeSalvo. He made 13 saves on 14 River Dragons shots. Hat-Tricks dressed in the orange look with the wordmark Tricks on the chest, black helmets, white numbers with black trim, black pants, and orange socks. They'll be going left to right. Scott, it's been a while, but it's your favorite time of the game, the Wild Animal Safari second period.
Finally, someone's getting slobbered on.
Wild Animal Safari, live outdoor drive-through wildlife exhibits. Go see our friends out in Pine Mountain, Georgia.
Have you been there?
I have.
You
I've
gotten
been talking about it while you've been away from the broadcast. Yes, indeed. Have been out there. It's been so much fun, and we love the partnership Wild Animal Safari brings us.
How about the giraffes?
Giraffes are crazy. The
Especially
buffalo.
when it sticks its head in it.
No, the buffalo are what's nuts because it doesn't matter how big they are. They think they can fit through your car window if you're going to feed them
You
like
didn't
that.
drive your car, did you?
I did. I actually did.
You took that little purple or orange or
blue.
that little blueberry.
I took the little blueberry out there. It made it through. It was a little dirty at the end of it, don't get me wrong, but it made it through.
You're lucky a buffalo didn't think it was a female buffalo. Car would have been a tin can.
It is a tiny little car.
Looks like we're fixing some glass down here. Or
we're fixing a stanchion in the zone that Danbury will call home in this period. Looks like that's all fixed and we're ready to go.
Which, a quick shout out to the Civic Center. Last night they had a football game in here and able to do a quick change around and get ready for a 6 o'clock hockey game.
I can't imagine what that time lapse would have looked like to go from arena football here to hockey in pretty much less than 24 hours. I think it was a 7 o'clock kick for the Columbus Lions, 6 o'clock puck drop here, 23 hours, 2 different big events. Here we go, second period just about underway. Williamson and Ruiz in on this draw. The puck is down. We are underway. Danbury with possession to start the Wild Animal Safari second period. Bunnell will drop it back for McDonald. Now over here for Gallagher. Gallagher skates towards the middle. He'll dump it in on net. Glove save made by McBurney, and he'll hold on to that at the top of his crease for a whistle. Just 13 seconds into the period. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Face-off coming to the left of McBurney. Williamson won it to the side of his net. McBurney poked it to the corner. Now it rims around far side. Petrantonio takes a hit, but gets it up to Ozelinch, who's in on this play. Ozelinch from the red line shoots that one in. Gloved out of the air by DeSalvo, and now it's his turn to hold on to it. And we will get a whistle. 19:35 left to go here in period 2. More stop-start. Maybe feeling each other out a little bit here, Scott?
Well, nobody wants to make a mistake, and we don't want to give up the lead, and Danbury doesn't want to go down 2 goals to none.
Williamson wins the draw. White a blast, just wide of the stick hand on DeSalvo. Ozelinch will hold that into the left point. It'll be flipped out by Gallagher. Ruiz trying to chase after it. Petrantonio got to it and slaps it into the Danbury end. DeSalvo from behind his own net. McDonald run into, but gets the play ahead. Petrantonio intercepts it right in front of his own bench. He'll take a hit as he finishes out his shift, dumping it in. Rimmed around the boards. Doe has a man pinned up there. That's Gallagher. Now it's a battle of 21s as Williamson gets the puck away from McDonald. Williamson on the forehand. Couldn't wrap it around to the near side. Checked by Gallagher into the corner. MJ Graham with it here. Graham's got the only goal in this hockey game so far. Williamson drops it back. Here's Chase Carter, bottom of the circles. His shot save made. Graham a rebound, and he just couldn't play it on the right side of the post. Now here's a chance for Parker Moskal. Ran out of steam as that puck fell off the toe of his stick. Here's Tom Mealy skating this one ahead. Mealy 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Left wing circle. Mealy with it. Checked by Bersani. Rims around the boards. Kuznetsov's got it now. Kuznetsov, right circle. Shoots a great glove save made by Bailey. Seeing that one through a tiny screen. 18:33 left to go here in the second. It remains 1-0.
Nice job by McDonald of Danbury there to tie up. I think that was Graham who was right there on the doorstep. Graham whiffed at one of the pucks, but McDonald wouldn't let him take a swing at the next one. 18:33 left here in the... Well, thank you for the notes.
Face-off coming to the left of McBurney.
Now I can sound intelligent.
Steve Mealy, we try our best with you, Scott. Steve Mealy will win this draw. Vanelli backhand flips this one up, and it will land in the Danbury zone. Icing would be on, but Bersani was hauling and gets into the zone before Danbury. He negates icing as DeSalvo has to come out and play it. Atwell sends it around the boards. Right point held in by Vanelli. His shot blocked. MJ Graham's got it right wing circle. Graham with it behind the net. Too hard for Bersani. He's chasing after it with Steve Brown on his back. Those two go at each other. Puck falls loose. MJ Graham slips a hit there from Steve Mealy. Behind the net for Moskal. Keeps it going around, but Tobias Ojic is first on it for the hat-tricks. Ojic fakes to the outside, cuts to the middle now for Steve Mealy. He's got Phil Bronner on the left. Ojic trying to go to the middle. Bronner with a check there. MJ Graham gets away from him. Now here for Underwood through the middle. Drops it off for Moskal, left circle. Moskal waits, looking for a passing lane to open up. He takes it behind the net. Moskal with it, trying to go to the left point. That one intercepted, but Carter knocks it off the wall before Ruiz could potentially go on a breakaway. D-to-D passing underneath the goal line for the hat-tricks. Pepe moves this one up off the stick of Bronner, but he didn't have the red line, and icing is the call against Danbury. 17:32 left to go in the second, and it is still 1-0 Columbus.
You sure that was Pepe?
We are sure. Brandon Pepe wearing the number 32 jersey. If you had missed it, the first period of play, there was an improper lineup spotted by the River Dragons, and we made mention of it here in the broadcast booth that Dustin Gisso was not listed despite being dressed in the lineup. Brandon Pepe was under number 22 and number 32. Tobias Ojic is not happy to be back out on the ice after this icing call. He's saying it's supposed to be somebody else. River Dragons will win the offensive zone draw. Storjahan trying to put it farther into the zone for Underwood. Oliver will get there first for Danbury. Bronner bobbles the puck for a moment. That allows time for Underwood to get to him. Nolan holds in at the left point. Underwood's lost his stick, has to head to the bench, and the hat-tricks force it out to center. Bronner up for Ruiz, waiting for some support. Ruiz shot. The stick failed him at the last second, and he just chucks the shaft of his stick in disgust. Krupp tips this one over Oliver. He's got the inside track. He shoots. A save made by DeSalvo. Krupp was hauled down. No call coming, and we play on. Nolan with it at the red line. He'll dump this one in. Sent around the boards. DeSalvo will have it here. Tries to slow it up. Now backhands it around the near side. Levesque, one touch, right into the path of Tom Mealy. Tom Mealy, right circle, trying to lay it back. Jagger Williamson read it, and now Krupp and Storjahan bunched up to the left wing, come into the zone. Storjahan trying to play it to the middle, goes through Gallagher. Storjahan with the back, right a shot, and that one got blocked. Looked like McDonald laying down in front and selling that one out.
I think Storjahan just ran out of gas looking for a quick pass, and White couldn't get a good lumber on it.
Tom Mealy dumps this one in. Two different halves of Johnny Ruiz's stick are underneath the goal line for McBurney to deal with. White now moves it up ahead here for Williamson. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Williamson to Doe, beat his man, a shot, and a blocker save made there by DeSalvo. Petrantonio trying to play it to the middle. Nobody home in a teal jersey. Kuznetsov outlet blocked down by Williamson. Still in the zone as he'll dump it in. DeSalvo from behind the net sends it around the glass. Petrantonio stopped it for a moment. Williamson long shot. A blocker save made by the Danbury netminder. 18 shots now for the River Dragons here in the early stages of the second. This one dumped in, hits the glass weird, and goes off the backside of the net. McBurney wisely just staying in his cage. Gallagher with it at the right point. He shoots right down to the chest of Bailey, who will take it and cover up for a whistle. 15:44 now left to go here in the second. Dragons still in front, 1-0 on MJ Graham's first period goal.
They get rid of the broken lumber place. You will not get broken lumber. Probably some of the best lumber in the world is Harvey Lumber right here in Columbus, Georgia, home of Yellowwood. You know that?
I don't know what Yellowwood is.
You don't watch SEC football.
Oh,
of course I didn't even
way to
right.
just out me in front of the locals here.
Ooh, looking for a high stick call, none coming there, Zach.
Chase Carter went down. Yeah, right. He was looking for a call. And we play on instead. Icing here, and MJ Graham looks like he's got someone wrapped up in a tackle. Speaking of SEC football, looked like he was going after Tobias Ojic there. Linesman will separate those two, and we'll do it again. 15:34 to go in the second. Follow the team on social media. C_River Dragons, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you're watching the game here on YouTube, and newly on TikTok as well. Stay up to date with all the goings-on of the River Dragons. C_River Dragons, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and now newly on TikTok.
Special hello to the Columbus High School hockey team that's here, enjoying the game, celebrating a lot of the seniors. Very good program they have here.
Bersani ties up with Tom Mealy, was loose in the feet. Ojic's shot was knocked away by the pad of McBurney. MJ Graham takes a hit as he dumps it out to center. Brown played it to the red line. Bersani first on it there. He'll take a hit from Phil Bronner as he lays it back to defense. Vanelli up ahead for MJ Graham, kick to his stick, way too strong in his first touch, and Steve Mealy will just dump that in from his own bench area. Ojic hits his man there, that's Carter, weak pass intended for Vanelli, drops it back for Levesque, and Levesque whiffed on it there as it popped over his stick as he was about to pull the trigger. Graham ahead here for Vanelli, has the red line knocked back towards the neutral zone. Here's Levesque 2-on-3, he'll just shoot that one from a wide angle, and it goes well wide of the crease of McBurney. Bunnell tied up here with Vanelli, Hunter Bersani also in on this play. It'll eventually fall for Vanelli in the corner. Graham chips it up, still in the zone for the hat-tricks. Pepe trying to settle it down. This will be dumped down, and Bersani and Gordy Bunnell fall over each other. There's arms up in the air, but it's for icing against the Dragons. And Bersani is incredulous there's no call. Columbus's bench will be held as we get immediate timeout. 30 seconds in her back, still 1-0 Dragons on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons in front, 1-0. Striving to create dining excellence through unequivocal passion, humility, and class. That's the mission of our friends Trevor and Brandy, who run the Trevioli Italian Kitchen on 7466 Blackman Road. You can call ahead seating when they're open on Tuesday, 706-580-8136. That's 580-8136. Trevioli Italian Kitchen, River Dragons' favorite for fine Italian dining in the Chattahoochee Valley. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's General Manager Scott Brand. A face-off coming to the right of Bailey McBurney off a River Dragons icing call.
I was going to tell you, is they got great pizza, and that's coming from a Chicago guy.
Face-off to the right of McBurney. It'll be Ruiz against Bersani.
Like you're from Detroit area, you know something about chili dogs.
Detroit-style pizza. Don't undersell that.
Stop it.
Carter will get this one out. Down the ice it goes, and Pepe did not have enough legs for icing. He wanted to let it go to the goal line, and now he'll have it. MJ Graham racing after him. Underwood pokes it away from Pepe. Ruiz will get it back at his own goal line for Easton Oliver. Oliver, blue line to blue line. Pass was long, and Vanelli wins the race. But it looked like maybe Gordy Bunnell might have had a better angle to it. Hat-trick's not really complaining as the icing call goes against them. 14-16 left to go here in the second, and it's still 1-0 Columbus.
A little shock. Pepe I got to be honest with you, kind of half-donkeyed it to get down the ice there, Zach, and he almost got beat by MJ Graham. MJ Graham's on fire. Scored the first goal, and he's just been hustling back and forth.
Face-off coming to the left of DeSalvo, won by Columbus. Center point Gray to Smith, left circle shot to the high slot. Sturgeon, that one just wide of the blocker hand. Smith across the crease, and Danbury had everyone tied up in the slot. Now here comes Pepe with it. Left wing side to Levesque, who's in over the line. Good poke by Grade. Sturgeon will play it to an open wing. Nolan races after it. He'll take a hit as he'll dump it down ice. Icing is the call, or is it delayed off sides? Couldn't really tell which, the way the linesmen were acting. I guess they'll say icing as the referees are holding the Columbus bench. 13:53 left to go here in period two. Danbury, another offensive zone draw. They'll put this one to the right of Bailey McBurney.
You know, I don't know if there's anything better than live playoff hockey. For those of you who happen to be in the Columbus area or listening in Lineville or Noonan or LaGrange, we hope you get down here. And we hope to give you another game to see, and hopefully it's next week and not Tuesday.
Face-off coming to the right of McBurney. False start between the centermen, Dowda and Underwood. Dowda now wins it clean. To the left point, Gallagher fakes the shot, not once, but twice. Now blocker save from McBurney, as that one was high up on him. Nolan shoves at his man as he loses his stick. A 2-on-2 battle. Nolan retreats, grabs his twig, and now with the puck here is Joe Smith. Played it up to Storjahan, went through the legs, but he's going to race after it. First on it, left wing side. Storjahan slowed up. Gallagher stayed with him. McDonald checks him into the corner boards. Those two going at it. Puck loose in feet. Underwood trying to help out. Nolan will find it. Stick goes flying. That's from Kuznetsov this time. Underwood will find it right wing at the half wall. Playing it behind the net. This one will go to Dowda. Smith will check him. Storjahan finds it, turning the wrong way, but now he turns it up ice. He scores! Alex Storjahan, a seeing eye shot, and he's doubled the River Dragons lead 2-0.
The way they found the back of the net, you got to blind the goalkeeper. So much traffic in front. He never saw it coming. He kept it low on the ice just in case of a tip. Looked like a clean shot to me, Zach, and it finds that little space on the post and goes in.
Alex Storjahan, his first career pro playoff goal. Hustled, got that puck, kept it in the zone. His momentum was taking him out, makes the hard turn, left circle, lets it go. And it looked like it beat DeSalvo to the low blocker, and for the second time tonight, here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! Dragons goal scored by number 4, Alex Storjahan. His first postseason goal, assisted by number 10, Joe Smith, number 5, Kirk Underwood, at 6'4".
Smith and Underwood will pick up the helpers on Storjahan's first of the postseason. Petrantonio from the high slot sent one wide on DeSalvo, back to the crease, and that one sticked away by DeSalvo. Sent out here by Steve Mealy down the ice. Phil Bronner was racing after it. Petrantonio stayed in front of him the whole way. Now at the red line, Easton Oliver checked there by Austin Doe. Ozelinch flips this down the near boards. Williamson trying to lift the stick of Bronner. He's too heavy on it. Now Ozelinch will tie up with Phil Bronner along the near side. Williamson turn around to keep it in at the left point towards the net. Sticked away by DeSalvo. Atwell sends it a long way. Steve Mealy into the path of Phil Bronner. In over the line right circle. His shot. That was high and wide as Chase Carter had sold out for the low block. Now here's Williamson getting it over to MJ Graham. Left wing circle. Graham shoots. Blocker saved. And that one will go up into the netting and out of play. 12:02 left to go here in the second. The Dragons have doubled their lead. Alex Storjahan, what a pickup he's been late in the year. Shows up big with a playoff insurance goal.
Listen, I was going to say is it's not necessarily you have to score the next goal. It's how you come out and play the next 5 to 7 minutes. Both teams pillar to post, coast to coast. That's exactly what we want to see. Keep the tempo going up. The Dragons got to continue to create offense. The game's not over. I don't know if scoring just 2 is going to be the winning, Zach, but we've got to continue to create offense, take our chances, and Danbury ain't giving up.
Ruiz wins a defensive zone draw. He's been money in the face-off circle for the hat-tricks this series. Pepe sends this one out, far wall. Chase Carter playing it back towards the middle, and Graham gets it over to Moskal, who went away from his guy. Moskal left circle. He shoots from a tight angle. Blocker save made. Graham found the rebound. Immediately was tied up by Gordy Bonnell. Here's Johnny Ruiz, full head of steam, 2-on-2. He'll dump it in off the left wing short glass. Bersani behind the net, checked there by Ruiz. Bonnell first on it in the corner. Vanelli tries to get it away from him. Graham, nice spinning backhand, gets it up to Moskal. Vanelli wants to help out in a 2-on-1. Moskal gets it across. Vanelli, what a save to Salvo!
That's got to be a penalty.
What a pass. Parker Moskal looking one way and basically pulled a Patrick Mahomes no-look right onto the tape of Vanelli, who was tied up with a couple of hat tricks. He was trying to get himself free. Vanelli's barking, looking for a call. DeSalvo makes a great save, though. Keeps this game where it's at, 2-0.
Well, you've got 3 Dragons over there complaining about it. That was a flat missed call. Listen, I'm all for letting things go, but that's a scoring chance. It doesn't come any more simpler than that.
Face-off coming to the left of DeSalvo. Each team only has 2 penalty minutes in this game so far. They've both been boarding calls in the first period of play.
And you know why? He kept his feet going. You got to keep your feet going and draw those penalties. Force your opponent to lay the stick on you.
Play off the corner boards, hit awkwardly for Danbury. Gallagher has it back, lays it for Kuznetsov, and he's just able to get out of his own zone. Now Kuznetsov from the red line will backhand dump this into the right wing corner. Nolan off the glass, trying to get it out. Right point held by Gallagher. Krupp with a check there, still held in as Kuznetsov moves it deeper into the corner, pass to the middle, ramped up off McBurney's stick. Adam Dowda was free for a moment. Dowda with it, gets it to Tom Mealy at the left wing hash. Sent around the boards, Kuznetsov with it, swipes at it, just left it there. Jake Grade first on it for Columbus. Now pinching on this play is Gallagher. He lost it. Krupp had to reach back, and he blew a tire, and Kuznetsov will dump it back in the right wing side.
This line looks very tired, Zach. They got to get the puck out or get a change.
Storjahan lost it in his feet. Tom Mealy bothered by Brad Nolan. Nolan will get it to Storjahan, and he will just flip that one out towards center. It will not have enough for icing as Steve Brown makes the touch at the hash marks. Columbus with the wholesale change. Brown trying to take advantage. Goes to Atwell, right wing side, dropping it back for Atwell. At the bottom of the circles, he shoots just wide with a blocker hand on McBurney. Quick transition play right there for Danbury. Nearly caught Columbus in a change. Now Williamson will force a turnover. Get it back out to center. Atwell has it between the two benches. Nifty footwork, but he forgot the puck. Jagger Williamson now takes it away, and here's numbers for Columbus. Williamson across the line to Petrantonio, left circle. He waits, dekes a backhand. What a save by DeSalvo. Petrantonio sat DeSalvo down. Shot from the left point. Ozelinch goes well wide, and now DeSalvo picks his goal stick back up and immediately makes a save with it after a right circle shot from the captain goes up begging into the netting and out of play. We'll talk about that when we come back. 9:45 to go in the second. 2-0 Dragons on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
And maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Feel your heart beating right out of your chest.
9:45 left to go here in the second. Dragons in front, 2-0. Raise the bar with the next generation of light beer. Flight by Yuengling is easy drinking, clean, crisp, and refreshing. Flight is only 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, and 4.2 alcohol by volume. Sold wherever beer is sold. Flight by Yuengling, the official light beer partner of the Columbus River Dragons. How about that sequence from Danbury's netminder, Peter DeSalvo? We talked heavily about him in the pregame show. He's a very good netminder, his reputation preceding him in this game.
Yeah, the Columbus police just pulled up, and they'll be arresting him after the game for robbery because that's all it was. Josh had him beat clean. I've never seen a save like that. He just got that paddle back. And the River Dragons, I think, were just warned because they are still upset over the non-call on that hook, Zach.
Williamson won it. Doe lost the handle on it there on the wing. Williamson ties up with Bunnell, held in by White at the right point, skating it to the right wing circle. White a shot. Williamson pulled it down. A save made by DeSalvo. Doe pulled it down. And DeSalvo able to cut off Austin Doe, give him nothing to shoot at, and he'll hold on as we get another whistle. Coming up to his left, shots on goal, 23-12 in favor of the Dragons. When you're just about doubling up your opponent in shots, it's going to be tougher and tougher for Danbury to find the will to get back in this one. Ruiz and Williamson, they tie up. Ruiz eventually wins it on the near side boards. Levesque dumps that one in. Petrantonio puts a check onto him from the red line. It'll be scooped by Bailey McBurney as Gordy Bunnell was looking for an easy one there. We got an offensive zone draw for the Hat-Tricks. 9:23 remaining here in period 2.
Yep, just continue to play aggressive. Both teams need to do it. Danbury doesn't have to panic yet, and the Dragons have not got the game won. So we're not saying that, but you got to continue to create your offense too.
Face off to the left of McBurney. Ruiz wins it forward for himself. A shot save made McBurney. Rebound and a penalty coming up here against Columbus. Williamson will get the touch as DeSalvo realized it. It was just about at the blue line, and hooking is going to be the call. Looks like against Jagger Williamson.
Now we can say they're garbage because that was a garbage call if you're going to not let a breakaway go.
Ruiz won the draw. Williamson unhappy. Petrantonio will go over and talk it out as Jagger will take his place in the box, and you can hear the crowd's reaction
so what's
to
Josh doing? He's pointing exactly where it was. That's why you get upset with the officiating.
9:17 to go here in the second. 2-0. Dragons are in front, and they will head to the Houston Clinic penalty kill for the second time tonight. 1-for-1 previous, and coming into today's game, they were fifth, but they've only had one game of work. They were 2-for-3 on the kill on Friday night in Danbury. Ruiz wins it clean. Tom Mealy with it at the right point. White runs his man over. That's Gordy Bunnell. Nicola Levesque still with it. White gets on to Levesque's back. Forces a turnover. Here's Austin Doe. Doe 2-on-2 with Petrantonio on his left. What a back check right there. Johnny Ruiz lifts the stick, and now he's turned back the other way. Ruiz right circle, face the slap shot with it down underneath the net. A pass to the middle. Tom Mealy a chance. That one blocked by Doe and cleared down the length of the ice. Boy, that's nifty from Johnny Ruiz.
It is. That's why he's one of the best players in the league. And you know, you got to ice the puck when you have a chance. Don't think you're going to be cute. Just ice the puck, because a guy like Johnny Ruiz, man, he'll pick your pocket all day.
Tom Mealy will drop this back for McDonald. Now back for Mealy to the blue line. Here's Kuznetsov in over, and he shoots, and that one just high over the bar on McBurney. Sturgeon with it, trying to get it out. Mealy intercepts at the left point. Tom Mealy with it. Blue line pass to Dmitry Kuznetsov. He shoots, a deflection, a save made by McBurney. Rebound loose, cleared back out to Kuznetsov at the right point. Trading places. Tom Mealy with it now, right circle to the middle. Adam Dauda couldn't handle it clean. Moves it back to the right circle for Tom Mealy. Mealy with it. Circle-to-circle pass. Kuznetsov can handle it on the backhand. Takes it off the wall. White racing after him. White trying to get it out. Held in, but Kuznetsov, and then White will dump it down the length of the ice. 45 seconds remaining in the Houston Clinic penalty kill.
And forces DeSalvo to come out and play it, but they come back 3-on-3.
Dauda over the line, right wing side. This one gets sent around the boards. Vanelli checked there by Steve Mealy. Dauda played it across blindly. Nobody was home, but first Ojic gets to it off the wall. Played up to the top for Brandon Pepe. Center point. Faked a shot to the left circle. Now pass across. Great stick right there by Chase Carter, as he surely denied a goal for Adam Dauda. Here's Dmitry Kuznetsov trying to reverse it back. Vanelli's all over him. Kirk Underwood finds it down the ice. It will go. No, heads up. It's in the River Dragons bench. Looks like team equipment manager Kino Mora nearly had to hit the deck there, and Jay Krupp will toss that to a lucky fan. 7:31 to go in the second.
Jay Krupp tossing my $2 pucks out. Those are available at the souvenir stand for $10, by the way.
Whoa.
I got to make a little money.
Playoff markup. What? 14 seconds.
Killing me, Krupp.
14 seconds remaining in the Williamson minor, as the Houston Clinic penalty kill on right now for the Dragons. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Face-off.
Krupp's paycheck $10. Oh, sorry.
Face-off to the right of Bailey McBurney. Columbus eventually wins it with some wing support. Petrantonio gets it to Doe, left wing side. Doe will chip it in, gets to it first from Atwell. A cute angle shot and a glove save made by DeSalvo, and tried to flip it out. Held on to it for just a touch too long. And now we'll get a whistle. An offensive zone draw for the shorthanded River Dragons just for the next 2 seconds.
That was a cute shot, as you said.
An acute shot.
Oh.
Acute angle.
You and your math. Professor. With a bow tie.
That's right.
Did the internet pick that for you?
The internet, in fact, did.
Good
right
Lord.
now, it's working out well for the River Dragons.
We're full strength.
Jagger Williamson out of the box. Danbury wins the draw. 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight are the Dragons. In the corner, Austin Doe trying to move it down behind the net. Garrett Gallagher will stand him up. Jagger Williamson with it, left wing circle. He's being watched there by Ruiz. Williamson gets away from him to the high slot, looking for the shot, turns it around, and Austin Doe inadvertently blocked that, trying to set a screen. Levesque gets hit there by Williamson, held it in for a moment. Now Gallagher's got it on the far side. This one will be played in by Ruiz. He'll head off for a change. Carter has it near side boards. 3-on-3, bunched up as he hits the line to the left wing side. Carter uses his speed, gets around Atwell, overskates the puck, trying to cut back to it. Atwell gave him a shoulder, and Steve Brown moves it over to Kuznetsov, who played it out towards center. A rolling puck. Parker Moskal will have it, trending back towards his own end. He'll just throw it back into the neutral zone. Kuznetsov tied up with Graham. Danbury secures possession, and into the zone, left wing side. It's an offsides play as Tom Mealy unhappy with that. Kuznetsov realizes it, peels back for the blue line. River Dragons take their time getting this one out. Here's Brad Nolan, blue line to blue line. It'll fall for Moskal off an odd bounce. Moskal trying to chip that one towards the middle, and too heavy for Steve Brown. Hunter Bersani just ran over Steve Brown, though, and not many people can say they've done that in this league.
No, I would run away quick.
Bersani drops it for Moskal, kicks it out of his feet, pass across, it's loose there. A great save to Salvo as it was played on him by his own man. McDonald laid the stick down to break up the 2-on-1. Now Grade whiffed on it from the right point, dumped down. Tom Mealy went the wrong way, looking for the go route. He'll now go off for a change. 5:42 to go in the second.
Maybe we can give that a rest. DeSalvo, a great save. How many times we got to keep hearing that?
Parker Moskal tried to play that one across the crease to MJ Graham, and John McDonald, who was laying down his stick, inadvertently deflected that toward his netminder, who had to make a great shoulder save. Here's Ozelinch from the red line. He'll dump this one in. Around the boards it goes. Pepe first on it. Checked there. Joe Smith finds a loose puck, trying to play it back to the point, and Ian White was looking more centrally. Ozelinch has it back at the Columbus line for White. Now up to Underwood in the neutral zone. Underwood, nice stick handles, gets himself around Bronner, using the boards, muscles his way around Oliver. Underwood cuts to the middle. Couldn't leave the puck there, ended up taking it with him across the crease. White with it at the right point for Underwood. Right circle, now back down to the bottom for Joe Smith. There's a loose stick, it belongs to Pepe. He retrieves it. White, a shot, deflect, and a save made there by DeSalvo as he swallows that one up in the butterfly, and we get immediate timeout. 4:52 left to go here in the second. Back for the remainder of the second period after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Raise the bar with the next generation of light beer. Flight by Yingling is easy drinking, clean, crisp, and refreshing. Flight is only 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, and 4.2 alcohol by volume. Flight pairs well with your favorite salads, seafood, and poultry dishes, and is sold in bottles, cans, and on draft at some of your favorite local establishments. Flight by Yingling is the official light beer partner of the Columbus River Dragons. Must be 21 years or older to drink. Please enjoy responsibly.
4:52 left to go here in the second. Rich in the tradition of the cigar lifestyle. That's F&M Cigars in Phoenix City and Columbus. Contact our man Brad Williams at the Phoenix City location, 334-297-0059. That's 334-297-0059. F&M Cigars, proud playoff partner of your Columbus River Dragons. The face-off will come down in the Danbury zone. 4:52 to go here in period two. And it'll be to the left of Peter DeSalvo, who has been quite a busy netminder. 24 saves on 26 shots as his line reads so far.
I cheated at 0-0 in the other game.
Couldn't wait until the McDonald's second intermission report for us to get an update on that one.
McDonald's, I'm hungry.
Face-off coming to the left of DeSalvo. It'll be Williamson against Ruiz. Williamson wins it. Doe lays it back for Ian White. Right point, stick handles away there from Ruiz. Williamson bobbled it in the corner. Johnny Ruiz hustling back, dealing with the forecheck there of Austin Doe. Levesque just kicks it out to center, and Petrantonio will find it uncontested. Petrantonio dumped it down the right wing side. He was looking for a tip. Oh, icing, and DeSalvo had come out, and the linesman points to himself, head down. He's taking responsibility for that one. And honestly, I thought there was a tip on the River Dragons in front of their own bench anyways. But we'll get a draw at center ice. 4:31 left to go here in period two.
I still disagree. I don't know why they had the face-off at center ice because it shouldn't have been icing.
Well, it's
every time it shouldn't have been icing.
It's splitting the difference, Scott, because you can't remake the play because everyone stopped and
we do it.
It wouldn't be
USA
down there.
Hockey Juniors.
It wouldn't be in the one circle. And it's just, I'm just saying. Sometimes there's a method to the madness.
There is.
McBurney plays it to the far corner. White stands up his man, but Bunnell will find it now. Bunnell with Williamson on his back, lays it back, shot coming in from a tight angle, and that one blocked away in the slot all the way down to the Danbury line, where it'll be picked up here by Pepe. 4:08 left to go here in the second. Adam Dowda checked there by Underwood, but laid it back for Pepe. Now he's got some speed heading into the neutral zone. Pepe 3-on-2 as he hits the line. Lays this off left wing to Tom Mealy, and that one handcuffed him, but from the bottom of the circles, he'll have it. Down behind the net, Pepe gets checked. Levesque will find the loose one to Dowda. Backdoor. What a save, McBurney! Great feed, circle to circle, Tom Mealy, and Bailey McBurney just robbed him with the glove hand.
He absolutely did, and he could fall asleep down there. Didn't see a lot of action, but great save.
Gallagher with it, left wing circles. He comes back in. MJ Graham lifts the stick of Kuznetsov, and into the neutral zone it will go. McDonald flips this one in for the hat-tricks. Ozelinch will have it on the near corner. Playing it off the short glass. That one hit nicely for Parker Moskal. 2-on-1 as MJ Graham speeding in. Moskal spinorama looking for the backhand. Nothing there. McDonald stayed with him. Now a drop pass. Hunter Bersani along the goal line. Almost had the wraparound, but his speed took him wide on the angle. Bersani will shoot well wide of the glove hand from the left circle. Tom Mealy played it far side wall. Adam Dowda steps in front of Vanelli to collect that puck, gain the red, chip it in. Danbury in the middle of a wholesale change. Just over 3 minutes to go here in period two.
And the Dragons trying to get their lines back together, too.
Steve Mealy bothered by Vanelli. Tobias Ojek has it behind the net. Run into there. Chase Carter. Big hit from behind the net. Now here's MJ Graham with it. He's got Storjahan on his right. Graham will dump it in. Just head off for a change. DeSalvo sixth it to the near corner. Here's Bersani with it. Left point Carter. Rimmed around the board. Storjahan expecting it there, but of course it hits something odd. And we'll go down Danbury's way. Gloved by Carter. It's not a hand pass as Vanelli has it back in his neutral zone. 2.5 now to go here in period two.
And here come the Dragons wrapping it up. Jay Kroup's going to dump it in deep.
Krupp from the red line sends this one in. DeSalvo keeps it going along that way. Storjahan picks it off the half wall. Nice stick handling around one. Atwell will force him down deeper into the corner. Krupp's trying to pick it out of feet. Atwell and Storjahan both go down. Krupp with it, being pushed by Brown. Now Storjahan emerges out of the scrum with it. To the right point for Grade. Holds in, couple of shoulder fakes, nothing doing. Off the corner boards. It went behind Underwood. Ojic trying to get it out. Underwood immediately up in his kitchen. 2-minute warning here in the second. Grade was going to pinch in at the right point. Steve Mealy gets it away from him, and now here's Phil Bronner. Bronner will dump that one in, left wing, sent around the boards. Brad Nolan with it near corner. Bronner tries to crunch him into the wall. Nolan will get it back. He takes a big hit there from Bunnell as he sends it back for Jake Grade. Grade will send it around. Nolan lets it go, seeing the right point vacant. Easton Oliver could not hold that in, and he gets the touch, and we get a whistle with 1:35 left to go here in the second. Dragons in front 2-0. The goal in this period, Alex Storjahan, his first pro playoff goal, assisted Joe Smith and Kirk Underwood. All three of those guys, I would say second half to late season additions for the River Dragons and coming into their own right now in this playoffs.
That's when we need them, is a playoff time. Dragons wanted this to go all the way down. They're just thankful to get the stoppage of play, Zach. They really had to get that line back together.
Williamson won it back. Ozelinch dumps it down. Not enough for icing, and it'll be found behind the Danbury net by Easton Oliver. Oliver being bothered by Jagger Williamson. Now he'll play it back to his defense partner in Pepe. Oliver near corner. Doe runs into him. Levesque on the half wall, bobbled it. Williamson has it over to Petrantonio. He can't come into the zone as Austin Doe was late getting back to the blue line. That stifled any rush, and now Columbus will head off for a change. Pepe looking down ice with it. He's slowed up there by Doe. 1 minute to play here in the Wild Animal Safari second period. Loose, here's MJ Graham trying to turn it up ice. He gets the wheels going. Right circle to Bersani. Great stick lift. Johnny Ruiz, what can't he do? Great defense right there on the back check. Adam Vanelli with it near corner. Levesque will run him into the wall. Carter trying to vulture this one out. Coming in hot is Tom Mealy. He'll pick it out, trying to feed Dowda. Hits a body. Vanelli trying to get it out. Right point held in by Gallagher, and Vanelli will block his shot. Sent around the boards. Danbury picks it up behind the net. Dowda has it. Backhand. Turnaround shot. Levesque a chance on the rebound, and he couldn't get it over the pad of McBurney. Moskal flips this out to center. He hits Graham nicely on the tape one-on-one. Graham shot, a glove save made by DeSalvo. 20.8 to go here in the second. 2-0 Dragons. I don't know what I'm more surprised by, Scott, the amount of risky passes we're seeing or the amount of them that are connecting.
Yeah, no question. Teams are really playing like it's crunch time, which it is. By the way, I was going to bring up Levesque. Took himself way out of play there, caused that whole thing because he decided to run a guy. Listen, you can't get emotional now. You got to play smart. Don't take a dumb penalty. You don't run somebody.
Dowda wins this one. McDonald's immediately tied up there with Joe Smith. Played it out to the slot. Nobody home in a teal shirt. And now Kuznetsov trying to get that one towards center. Storjahan plays it back, and loose it'll go into the Danbury end for Kuznetsov to pick up with 4 seconds left. He'll just wrap it around the boards. Storjahan has it. A last-second shot went on net at DeSalvo, and he had to go in the butterfly to knock that one away. Could have been a buzzer beater potentially there for the River Dragons, but they double up their lead. They're leading 2-0, and right now, Scott, 20 minutes away from a berth in the Commissioner's Cup Finals. Your thoughts?
My thought, you're right. You got 20 minutes as you take each shift, each period, or each minute of that period, and you got to battle. Now is the time to reach down inside. Don't stay on the ice long. You don't need a hero right now. You need to play basic hockey, and you got to play your position.
Dragons in front 2-0. Let's take a break. When we come back, the McDonald's second intermission report. Columbus leading 2-0 in the semifinals. Game number 2 here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
Hi, I'm Amina. Sometimes starting a conversation with a friend about mental health can feel awkward, but your support can make a huge difference. You know your friends best, so if you feel like something's wrong, trust your instinct and reach out. Learn how to start the conversation at seizetheawkward.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the JED Foundation.
We'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center here live in the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's General Manager Scott Brand, and after 40 minutes of play, the River Dragons are in front 2-0 at the 6:47 mark of the period. Alex Storjahan let one go from the left circle. Bit of a screen on Peter DeSalvo. Joe Smith and Kirk Underwood pick up the assists. And you've been saying it all game, Scott. That's how you got to score on DeSalvo. Get traffic to the front. In general, he can't stop what he can't see.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he didn't have that post hugged a little bit tighter, but I think he had to expect that shot to come from the middle, probably expecting some kind of deflection, and had it been deflected, I'm sure it wouldn't have gone in, but just a clean shot and a good job.
Dragons, as we said, in front 2-0. We have shots on goal right now in favor of Columbus, 28-16 on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. That's a second period total of 14-9 in favor of the Dragons. And you can say what you want about the shots on goal metric kind of dictating the flow of the game, but at a certain point, if you're the Danbury Hat-Tricks with your playoff season on the line in today's game, you look at that, you're being outshot by 12, you're down by 2. Down by 2 already feels like a bit of a mountain, but when you see you're getting 12 less shots through 40 minutes, that doesn't exactly help the psyche as you get ready for the third, does it?
It doesn't help the psyche at all, but what does help the psyche, you score the next goal, and all of a sudden momentum's on your side, and it's a totally different hockey game. So I think you don't want to say the next goal wins. I don't even know if I believe that myself. What I do believe is both teams are going to come out here and just drill each other, and it's going to be an entertaining third period.
That next goal will certainly be important, that is for sure, and dictates whether the Dragons are up by 3 or up by 1. And obviously, we've seen before, Danbury has a pattern of scoring in spurts. We saw it during the regular season. Of course, we saw the River Dragons do it back to the Hat-Tricks back on Friday night's game number 1. It's playoff hockey. These Commissioners' Cup playoffs have been extremely entertaining. We have no idea what's going to come in these final 20 minutes of regulation. But we know right now, Dragons are up 2-0. Penalties, there was only one in that period. Jagger Williamson for hooking. The River Dragons are 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill and 0 for 1 on the Georgia power play. Let's take another break. When we come back, we have a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmos, and update you on all the different Southern hockey scoreboards. After this, on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby. The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite and every sip a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Pepsi is a proud partner of your Columbus River Dragons. Let's go Dragons!
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team, so what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message, and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Welcome back in to the Columbus Civic Center on the McDonald's second intermission report. Dragons in front 2-0 over the Danbury Hat-Tricks in this Game 2 of a Commissioner's Cup semifinal series. The scoreline holds for the River Dragons. They have a date with either the Watertown Wolves or the Carolina Thunderbirds in the Commissioner's Cup final. And on that note, it's time to take a look around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passion. Scott, you were so preoccupied with this game, you couldn't wait till this particular part of the program to say it. What has happened in Watertown?
Carolina's winning 0-0.
That's the way to look at it. Huh?
I don't know. Actually, Watertown's winning. They're out shooting them 12-5, but it's still a scoreless game at the end of one period of play.
Yep, 20 minutes in the books. As Scott said, 12-5, Watertown leading it in shots. Your goaltenders for the game, Nick Modica in for Carolina, Adam Bukaboom in for Watertown, a battle of the 29s. Interestingly also, no penalty minutes in that first 20 minutes of play, playing some clean hockey, or at least clean playoff hockey up there in Watertown, right?
Do you really think, and no offense to those two teams, or they just Larry and Curly are officiating it.
With the history that they've had this season, you're right. Yeah. I don't believe it either, but it is a clean period.
Probably best to let that fire burn itself out.
Here in Columbus, 2-0 Dragons over the Danbury Hat-Tricks. If either road team comes away with wins, that's Danbury here and Carolina in Watertown. Game 3s will be played. Watertown's Game 3 will be on Monday, 7 o'clock puck drop, if necessary. Carolina at Watertown. If Danbury was able to reverse the scoreline and come back on it, it'll be a Tuesday night puck drop here in the Civic Center, and that puck drop is at 7:30. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. Take a peek at the SPHL Southern Hockey scoreboard. The President's Cup final series is going to be a best of 5. Roanoke and Peoria agreed to it. Thursday and Friday, the series will start up in Peoria, and the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, I have to believe, going for SPHL history, if they win this President's Cup, would have to be the first team to knock out the top 3 seeds on their way to doing so. Wouldn't you think, Scott?
I would absolutely think. Did they have their choice of playing best of 3, best of 5?
They do. The ownerships and general managers and all that can agree on it, similar to what we have here in the FPHL, and that's why we don't know if the Commissioner's Cup final will be a best of 3 or best of 5 yet.
Best of 9?
Best of 11. Why not? Just keep it going, right? But Peoria has the home ice advantage. They'll have games 1, 2, and 5, which will be Thursday, Friday, Thursday, and then they'll play Monday, Tuesday in Roanoke. Those rinks must be booked for the weekends. There's only a Friday game. There's no Saturdays or Sundays. It's Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. You're going to get off of work and you're going to watch the President's Cup final.
And can I tell you, I mean, listen, hockey fans that are here, I'm sure there's a couple here listening, and some couldn't make the game, but it's the hockey fans are the ones that show up in the playoffs because you do have some awful dates. Nobody wants to play on a Monday night or a Tuesday, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
In the Kelly Cup playoffs in the ECHL, the Southern Division has 4 teams we typically follow in it. Jacksonville leads the Atlanta Gladiators 2-0. Jacksonville won in OT 5-4 in the last game they played. Florida came from behind in game 1 of their series of the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, won that one in overtime. Greenville kept the pedal through the floor to defeat Florida 5-3 in game 2. So the Swamp Rabbits and Everblades are split 1-1 heading into Wednesday's game 3. Jacksonville looks for a commanding 3-0 series lead also on Wednesday in North Florida in Jacksonville. That would be at I believe at the Veterans Memorial Arena that they pretty much have the same name as the Binghamton Arena here. So I was a little tripped up by that, but they're in Jacksonville for games 3 and 4 of that series.
Have you been to that arena?
I actually have.
For hockey?
No, for arena football, though. Back when I was in Carolina, the Jacksonville Sharks and Carolina Cobras played an NAL championship game down there. It was rowdy. It's a good building down there.
You did a little radio for them, did you not?
At a time. At one point, yes. That's your look at the around the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take one more break. When we come back, bring it back on air and get ready for the Houston Clinic third period. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
The Chattahoochee favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit rdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
All I do is
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, River Dragons in front of the Hat-Tricks by a score of 2-0. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's General Manager Scott Brand. Scott, we have to bid you adieu at the end of this intermission segment, so I'll only have you for the minutes that we do. What do the River Dragons have to do in this Houston Clinic third period? Come away with the win and start prepping for the Commissioner's Cup final.
Listen, the two things is don't start playing safety. I mean, first of all, you got the game in hand, but that doesn't mean take stupid penalties or make stupid plays. You got to keep your legs moving. Keep your legs moving. You're going to beat guys to the puck. We've got the talent, Zach. You wouldn't be the number 2 team in the Fed if you didn't have talent. And the guys we've acquired lately, they're coming on strong. The veterans are playing good.
MJ Graham and Alex Storjahan have the goals. The Zamboni is making its final pass or two around the ice. There's 20 minutes left potentially in the Danbury Hat-Trick season. The River Dragons hope to extinguish them from the playoffs. Look ahead to the Commissioner's Cup final. Danbury, they're going to be fighting tooth and nail. It's going to be a very entertaining third period of play for sure. Scott, we know we have to send you on your way and do the general manager thing as we get near the end of the game. Thank you as always for being up here. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully when I see you down there in that office, we're celebrating the finals berth.
Be nice to have one of those Yingling flights, wouldn't it?
Probably would. I think when you get off the air, you might be able to enjoy one faster than me, though.
12 of them. I mean, I'll have one waiting for you. The 12-pack is what I meant to say.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, the Houston Clinic third period starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, OurDragonsMerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to OurDragonsMerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's OurDragonsMerch.com.
You should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna win, there's nothing to how. Watch me make them bow. One by one.
Welcome back in to the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Hat Tricks due out at any moment to be ready to start this Houston Clinic third period. River Dragons, when they come out, they'll be led by Bailey McBurney, 16 saves on 16 shots so far for him. And the Dragons are dressed in teal with the triangle dragon logo on the chest, black helmets, black numbers and shoulders with white and red trim throughout the uniform, black pants, and teal socks. They'll be going left to right across your radio dials. Those boos let you know the Danbury Hat Tricks have made their way out of their tunnel. They are clad in orange with the Tricks word mark across their chest. Black helmets, white numbers with black trim, black pants, and orange socks. They'll be going right to left. Pete DeSalvo carves up the crease. And the zone to our right, 26 saves on 28 shots, and Bailey McBurney does the same over to our left. There's no carryover penalties. We will be skating 5-on-5 to start this third period of play, and you'd have to believe the way this game's probably been called, we'll be skating 5-on-5 for a majority of it. They've really been letting them play. It's a good old-fashioned playoff hockey game. And for the Danbury Hat Tricks, they hope it's not their last playoff game of this season, but they have a 2-goal mountain to climb. The River Dragons have to stay focused on this third period of play. They can't be booking their ticket to the finals just yet, but they're 20 minutes away from doing so. Petrantonio's unit is out there for Columbus. Or excuse me, I should say Williamson's unit. He is the centerman. Petrantonio and Doe are the wings. White and Ozelinch are the back end. Ruiz is ready to take the draw for Danbury. He has done just about everything for Danbury today except put the puck in the net. Nobody's done so yet for the men in orange. Bonnell and Levesque on his wings with Gallagher and McDonald on the back end. Here we go. Referee with the puck in hand. Columbus left to right in the teal. Or right to left, Danbury in the orange. We are underway as Williamson slams this one in from the red line into the Danbury zone. DeSalvo has that one go through his stick. Doe to the middle. That one popped to the crease, and DeSalvo had to pounce on it there. That was dangerous as DeSalvo was a little weak getting that one around. Austin Doe read it, and from the corner, Columbus is finding a lot of success to pass it towards the middle. Pete DeSalvo was ready for that one and covers it up for the whistle. 19:50 left to go here in the third. Williamson wins the draw. Doe tied up, so too is Petrantonio, and the Hat Tricks are able to get that one out towards center. Ozelinch on the far wing. Now a cross-ice pass finds Ian White. Austin Doe tries to tip it into the zone. He's rubbing shoulders here with Gallagher. It's between their feet, and Adam Dowda will eventually find it for the Hat Tricks. Levesque trying to get it out. White holds in right point. Sticked right into the glove of DeSalvo. And we get another whistle. 19:30 Now left to go here in period 3. I want to thank our playoff partners for getting involved with the River Dragons, helping support us on our Commissioner's Cup playoff run. Nico Foster Care, Pepsi Cola, and Buffalo Rock Distributors here in Columbus, F&M Cigars, and Rally Point Harley-Davidson. Bersani wins this draw. Moskal tried to play it to the middle. MJ Graham got a backhand towards it, but it went wide. Bersani, he gets tied up and falls along the wall. Danbury trying to flip it out. Tom Mealy reaching back for it, couldn't get to it, and Moskal will gain the red and just dump that one in. Around the boards it goes. Bersani being watched by Brown. That one hit the corner awkwardly. MJ Graham with it. Left circle, a shot. Patted away by DeSalvo. Graham gets his own rebound after Brown mishandled it. Moskal trying to get it back to him. Goes between too many Danbury sticks. And Brown will dump this one down. Does it have the legs for icing? Yes, it does. Still a pretty clean sheet out there. 18:58 to go in the third. No dirty ice to slow that one up. And the Hat-Tricks will have to keep this unit out there. Looking a little bit winded. Shift's probably about 40 or 50 seconds old for these guys. And we'll do a face-off coming to the right of DeSalvo. Storjahan wins this draw. Underwood to Carter. His shot left point. And that one goes wide. Krupp with it right circle. Sends it around the boards. Kuznetsov gets on it first. Carter trying to hold the line. He'll get to the puck, but he will not hold the zone. He'll drop it back. Underwood for Vanelli. He moves up the near wing. Pass just out of the reach of Storjahan. Icing on against Columbus. And we get another whistle. 18:37 left to go here in the third. Time is the enemy of the Hat-Tricks. And all this stop and start. There's already a minute and 23 gone in this third period of play. Face off to the left of McBurney. Steve Mealy and Storjahan on the draw. Storjahan will win it. This one gets rimmed around the boards by Carter. Underwood lost it to Pepe. Krupp steps in front of him. He'll play it with his body into the zone. Krupp checks Oliver. Those two cancel out. Pepe trying to help out behind the net. Storjahan reaching in with his stick, but Oliver has him boxed out. Oliver with it in the corner. Krupp knocks this one down. Ojic can't get it out. Great, a shot from the right point blocked, and it goes out to the neutral zone. Krupp will have it, turn it around, and will dump it in towards net. A bouncer that is blocked away by DeSalvo. Oliver with it, far side circle. Long stretch pass, misses everybody. Down the ice it goes, and icing is the call against the Hat-Tricks. 18 minutes now left to go here in the third. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Columbus River Dragons radio network. Face-off coming to the left of DeSalvo. They take care of a little ice imperfection over on the far side wing, and now they get ready for this drop. Steve Mealy against Jagger Williamson. Williamson trying to win it forward. He does. A pass to the middle knocked away by Oliver. Williamson still with it at the right wing circle. Moves it up to the top, his back towards goal. Now trying to move it in towards the middle on the backhand. Turns it to the forehand. Shot deflected by Grade. Loose in the slot. And Danbury swarms on that and skates it out to center through Tobias Ojic. Ojic will dump this one in. Rimmed around the boards. Nolan from behind the net. Run into there by Ojic. Puck still behind the Columbus cage. Bronner works it up the wall. Right point held in by Gallagher. Trying to walk the line. Austin Doe was cutting him off. Behind the net, Phil Bronner couldn't handle the rim around pass. Petri Antonio with it. Bronner appeared to knock the stick out of Grade's hand. He was looking for a call, none coming. Here's Nolan to Williamson, sent out towards center. The red line dumped in by McDonald. And Danbury in the middle of a change here as they touch up on the delayed offsides. Nolan and Grade play a little catch as Gordy Bonnell's in the middle of them. Hunter Bersani with it. Going back across. Petri Antonio takes it off the wall, dumps it into the right wing corner. McDonald off the glass. He'll send it down. Much too strong. Icing is the call against Danbury with 16:57 left to go here in the third. Right now, Dragons have a 3-0 lead in shots here in the third period. They're nearly doubling up Danbury again, 31-16. That's the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler & Koch, no compromise. Ruiz wins this draw. McDonald sends it around the boards. Graham gets in front of it before Levesque could get to it. Bersani behind the net, hit there by Ruiz. MJ Graham trying to pick it out of feet. Gallagher giving him all he can handle. Graham still with it, trying to cycle it around. Ruiz will cut off Bersani and get to that puck first behind the net. Kicking it around the boards. Bersani steps in front of Levesque. Now Graham and Gallagher go at each other. Gallagher trying to shove MJ away from that puck. Ruiz trying to flip it out. He'll eventually connect on a pass to the half wall. Now sending it down. Bonnell tied up there with Ozelinch. Neither can get themselves free. Ozelinch falls to the ice, and Columbus has possession. Here's Moskal. He shoots left circle. That one gets blocked by McDonald. Moskal still with it at the hash marks. Lets another one go. That went high over the head of DeSalvo and goes out into the neutral zone. Smith back with it at his own blue line. Over for Carter. Carter off the boards. This one gloved down by Dauda. It's a delayed offsides. Kuznetsov couldn't touch it before he got to the blue line. And now Joe Smith will have it here for the Dragons. Smith trying to work this one up. Dauda stands him up at the red line. No icing as it takes a touch off a hat trick. Atwell from behind the net trying to skate this one up. It's a turnover. Storjahan's got it. High slot backdoor for Smith. What a stick by Pete DeSalvo. Storjahan could have let it go. He had Joe Smith cutting across the face of the goal, and Smith looked ready to give it the old how do you do, forehand, backhand, and in. And Pete DeSalvo, what a great poke check, keeps the hat tricks in this game 2-0. Kirk Underwood with this puck, plays it up to center. Here's Alex Storjahan. He's already got one goal in this game. Storjahan tried to drive the net, drops it back, and Underwood locked in a shoulder battle now with Dauda to the right wing corner. Storjahan finds it on the dot, pass to Underwood. Oh, and he tries to get it back from where DeSalvo came and went wide of the near post. Smith, great counter check as he knocks down Easton Oliver. Now Dauda giving him the business. Up to the left point for Williamson, tries to step around Kuznetsov. Dauda finishes off Williamson there into the sideboards. Hat-trick clear it out. They were looking for a long bomb pass to Tom Mealy, and Jake Gray knocks that away at the red line. Jagger Williamson trying to interrupt the Danbury defense. Pepe will be able to get it away from him. Pepe moves this over to Bronner, and now up ahead, here's Tobias Ojic. Ojic pulls it back with some speed, 2-on-3 as he hits the line. Left wing circle, he's outnumbered. Then he blew a tire as he rims this one around, gets to Gallagher right point. His shot blocked by Nolan, sent ahead just out of the reach of Doe. It's on net though, so no icing. Oh, look out, that one knocked down by Doe as DeSalvo was trying to get it out. Skates it right circle, walks it to the slot, and Gallagher got his stick in the way. Bronner checks Doe into the far side boards. Bersani trying to work this one out. Petrantonio holds it in, backhands it towards net. DeSalvo says enough of that, puts his glove on it, and we get an immediate timeout. 14:15 left to go here in the third. Still 2-0 Dragons on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. 14:15 left to go here in the second. Dragons lead it 2-0 in Game 2 of the Commissioner's Cup semifinals. I'm Zach DeBozart. Happy to have you along. 4 stations on the radio across West Georgia and East Alabama. And, of course, live on the YouTube page as well. Give us a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you will as well. Follow the River Dragons on all of our different social media pages. C_River Dragons. Face-off coming to the right of DeSalvo, as it'll be Ruiz to take this draw against Williamson. Ruiz wins it with the body. It rolls to the bottom of the circle, and Atwell will pick it up here for the hat-tricks. Atwell skates it to his own blue line, a long pass up the right wing side. Ozelinch intercepts far circle. Austin Doe giving it to Ian White. Now back to Doe through the middle, trying to go 3-on-2. Bobbled the puck for a moment. Gets it left circle to Williamson. He shoots. A save made DeSalvo. Rebound, Petrantonio. Oh, it's across the goal line. No, it hits the post. Oh, it went off the glove of DeSalvo. Was trickling along the goal line and just hits the base of the pipe. Doe a shot. Backdoor Petrantonio. A great save, DeSalvo. He holds on, and the River Dragons were that close to making it 3-0. Oh, that puck seemed destined to go over the line, and as it was just going edge over edge, hits the base of the post and kicks out. And Peter DeSalvo, in that instance, better lucky than good, and then, of course, makes a very great save afterwards. He's had about 4 or 5 that have been 5-star going on the highlight reel tonight. Bersani to take this draw against Dauda. DeSalvo recollects himself after that. Bersani trying to flip it to the corner. Pepe will win it there for the Hat-Tricks. Rimmed around. Oliver pushes at Moskal. Hold in by Chase Carter. Carter to MJ Graham. Center point. His shot blockered away. DeSalvo. Rebound. Thought it might have hit the netting up high. It'll fall back down to the ice, and Bersani and Graham will go at it here in the corner. Hat-Tricks work it to the point. Shot from Carter. Blocker save. Again high up in the air. That one did not touch the netting for sure. Bersani had it taken away from him. Tom Mealy trying to go at it, and Adam Vanelli beats him to it at the red line. Hunter Bersani. A hole in his stick developed at the wrong time. Pepe will leave it there for Kuznetsov, who sends it in on the backhand. McBurney tried to slow it up. It hops over his stick awkwardly. Carter will pin Tom Mealy into the far glass. Just over 13 minutes to play here in the third period of play. Dragons lead it 2-0. Vanelli behind the net, shielding the puck. Gets it over to MJ Graham. Flipping it to center. A bouncing puck hits Moskal on the body, and he keeps it in front of him. And now he'll stick it around the boards. With this puck, here's Gallagher, right wing side. Gallagher 4-on-3 as he hits the line, trying to get around Carter. Slips his check, right wing corner to the middle. And that one might have gone off McBurney. It pinballed around some bodies and goes out. Left point held in by McDonald. He'll flip it to the right wing corner. Carter gets it to Underwood, trying to get it to the neutral zone. He will. And a drop for Moskal sends it over to the defense, and he'll head off for a change. Vanelli whiffed on the initial pass. Kuznetsov was coming in hard. Now Carter will flip this one blue line to blue line. A bouncing puck can't be settled by Gallagher immediately, and Storjahan nearly took it away from him. Gallagher, look out, a turnover. Jake Krupp in all alone. Krupp's got time. Backhand sent it high over the bar. He was looking to perform a couple of stick deeks right there and just lost the handle on it. Sent a good backhand, but lofted it too high. Now here's Ojic laying this one back. McDonald, and now here's Atwell in his own zone. Atwell up ahead for Ojic. He'll just dump it in for the Hat-Tricks. Rimmed around the boards. Brad Nolan will have it. Nolan can't get it. No, he does. Nice connected pass to Storjahan. Nolan and Ojic, they'll go at each other. Nolan gives Ojic a stick. Both men are skating a little slowly as they've really given each other some work. Austin Doe went over the line. He's off sides. Right wing circle, as he and Jagger Williamson did not have the blue line at the same time when that puck went in. And we will get the whistle. 11.5 left to go here in the third. Austin Doe a little unhappy with that call. Would have had, I think, 2-on-1 with Petrantonio on that left circle streaking in. The linesman's whistle blows, and we get a draw opposite the Danbury bench. Ruiz wins it. Pepe across for Steve Brown, and now Pepe's trying to move this one into the neutral zone. Dealing with the forecheck of Austin Doe. He'll spin back to Steve Brown, far side. Brown tipped into the zone here by Ojic. Levesque. And they say it's an icing call. Levesque looks pretty adamant. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of on Levesque's side here. I thought I saw a tip on that, but there will be no tip, and it will be a icing call against the Hat-Tricks. Face-off coming to the left of DeSalvo. Petrantonio and Ruiz on this draw. Looks like Petrantonio's taking over center duties away from Jagger Williamson. Doesn't matter as Ruiz wins yet another defensive zone draw. Petrantonio steps in front of Ruiz here. Shook him up a little bit. Williamson left circle, driving towards the net. He scores! Jagger Williamson pulls it back to the forehand and slides it past DeSalvo. 3-0 Columbus! Are you kidding me, Jagger Williamson? What can this kid not do? Finds the loose puck along the goal line. Nifty footwork, great set of hands, and slides it past an outreaching DeSalvo. And the Dragons have a big-time insurance goal. 11:02 to go here in the third. Face off at center ice. And for the third time tonight, once we drop this puck, here will be Dana Barker. Graham and Mealy being ordered back onto the blue circle. And here is Dana Barker.
Dragons goal scored by number 21, Jagger Williamson. His first goal of the postseason, assisted by number 9, Josh Petrantonio, and number 17, Austin Doe, at 8. 58.
Petrantonio and Doe pick up the assist. Bersani racing after this. He could have had 2-on-1, but Atwell beats him to the puck. MJ Graham got a stick on it. Still in the zone here for Columbus. Bersani, right wing circle, looking for the pass across to MJ Graham, and he got it tied up with Kuznetsov. Carter left circle with it, played it off Bersani, loose for Graham. He scores! MJ Graham pings the top right corner. 4-0. Columbus looking on to the final. Two goals, 42 seconds apart, and you might be calling dagger on that one. MJ Graham, his second goal of the game. Just a little turnaround, finding it in the slot. And he nails that top right corner, and here's Dana again.
He shoots! The Dragons goal scored by number 8, MJ Graham! His second goal of the game in the playoffs, assisted by number 15, Hunter Bersani, and number 29, Chase Carter.
Bersani and Carter pick up the assist. They've got now a little point streaks going on here in these playoffs. Carter's got it on the far side circle in his own end, and he'll send it around. 9:43 left to go here in the third. Alex Storjahan moves this one up. Joe Smith's on his right. Storjahan had it poked away there by Pepe. Now he'll give it onto the back there of Ojic. Those two go at it, still in the zone. Right point held in by Grade. Sent around the boards. Gallagher with it far corner. Joe Smith runs him into the wall as he drops it back for McDonald. 9:22 to go here in the third. Dragons have doubled their lead in the span of 42 seconds as the hat-tricks dump this one down, but not enough for icing. Nolan for Graham. Nice one-touch here for Austin Doe. Doe with it right circle. Sends it around the boards. Petrantonio left wing hash. He was going to get to it. Hit the kick plate. Nearly popped out towards the slot. Doe being bothered by Steve Brown. This one flipped out here by Ruiz. And now across here for Gordy Bunnell. Bunnell with it. Left wing side. He'll dump this one in, and it goes wide on McBurney. Levesque trying to get it chipped there by Nolan. MJ Graham's got some speed. Graham's on hat-trick watch. Got to be near the end of this shift, but he's running on adrenaline right now. DeSalvo comes out of his net and gets to it before Pepe as he sends it around. Gordy Bunnell trying to kick it to his stick. A little too far out of his reach. Moskal knocks it down with the high stick. Hat-tricks have it, so there's no high stick against the Dragons. Loose puck at the Columbus line. Krupp lays it back for White. Now onto the tape of Moskal. Moskal chipping it into the zone. Hunter Bersani finds it. He shoots that one just high over the bar on DeSalvo. Bersani with this left wing circle. Rims it behind the net. Parker Moskal has it with some space. Oh, he tried to play that off the stick of DeSalvo, who was holding it out to try and cover the slot. Great effort play right there by Moskal. That would have been a cheeky goal from underneath the goal line. Kuznetsov moved it left wing side to Tom Mealy. This one rims itself around. Bersani lets it go by him. Moskal just flips it out through the middle of the point. And now Tom Mealy will drop it back for Atwell. Under 8 minutes to go here in the third. Dragons in front, 4-0. Ozelinch off the wall. Krupp will have it here. Ahead for Parker Moskal. Moskal, nice inside out deke. His shot kicked away there by DeSalvo. Underwood ties up here with Ojic. Dauda picks this one out of feet. Underwood ties him up too. Rimmed around the boards. DeSalvo comes out of his net. Long way to play that around the corner boards. Vanelli can't hold it in right point. Ojic trying to get around him, and Vanelli did enough just to hold him up. Krupp has to touch up. Delayed offsides. The hat-tricks have possession again. 7:20 left to go here in the third. This one dumped down. Got a touch off the stick of Phil Bronner. McBurney will slow it up here. Play it off the near corner. Underwood run into there by Bronner. Here's Smith trying to get it ahead for Storjahan, and that one goes through his stick. Mealy with this puck. Steve Mealy, that is. Dropping it back for Gallagher, who basically stiff arms Joe Smith to keep possession behind the net. Bronner from the red line will dump that one in. McBurney slows it up side of the net. This one gets sent around the boards. Storjahan chips it. Right point held in there by Bunnell. Carter trying to flip it around the big body of Phil Bronner. He pinches it along the glass behind the boards. Bronner to the middle, too high and too saucy on the pass. McDonald checked at the left circle by Smith. He lost the puck. River Dragons have some numbers back. Oh, Vanelli's pass. Storjahan looked for it too late. It had already gone through him into an open left wing. Dragons and hat-tricks all change. Some words exchanged between Alex Storjahan and Steve Mealy. And Columbus has it behind their own net. MJ Graham trying to flip this one out. Gordy Bunnell knocks it down. It's loose at the high slot. Bunnell gets it over to Ruiz. His shot. Great save, McBurney. Rebound, Levesque. He had his hands up, and it was still in McBurney's pads. That one cleared out by Columbus. Down the ice it will go. Icing is the call. 6:06 to go here in the third. Let's take 30 seconds and come back here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
River Dragons lead 4-0, 6:06 left to go here in the third. Say goodbye to auto repair bills. We all know your auto manufacturer's warranty only goes so far. So what happens when your warranty expires, when your engine or transmission fails? Who pays for that? You do, unless you have Olive Mechanical Breakdown coverage. Pushy salespeople and robocalls are the worst, but now with Olive.com, Olive Mechanical Breakdown coverage says goodbye to those unwanted robocalls and those pesky sales jerks. Coverage across the U.S. and Canada, here to save you money. Olive.com, the online leader in auto mechanical breakdown coverage. Faceoff will come to the right of Bailey McBurney. It'll be MJ Graham against Adam Dowda. Graham with 2 goals in this game. Graham wins this one. Carter sends it around the boards, and Moskal chips it onto the stick of Graham. Doe does. Graham plays it into the zone. DeSalvo will get there first before MJ could hustle around the defenseman. Doe pushes it to Tom Mealy. Adam Dowda will find the loose puck. Now tying up MJ Graham on the back check. What hustle he has. Don't tell him this scoreline's 4-0. He is still going at it 100% every shift. 5:38 to go here in the third. Petrantonio with it, right wing side from the red line. He'll shoot that one in. At the side of the net, DeSalvo wanted to play it. It popped back behind the goal. Oliver ties up with Bersani. Moskal and Steve Mealy meet up with each other as well, and Danbury emerges with it. Here's Aaron Atwell. Atwell's got 4-on-3 as he hits the line through the middle. Atwell trying to go through the defense, and he was stood up there by Nolan. Grade found the loose puck, chipped out by Columbus. That would be through Moskal, and Bronner from the red line gives it to Steve Mealy. Mealy skates this one right wing and over the line. A pass to Ojic, kick to his stick. Ojic sends it to Bailey McBurney, and it's a bouncer that he'll cover up for a whistle. 5:02 left to go here in the third. Dragons in front, 4-0, and 5 minutes and 2 seconds away from a chance at back-to-back league championships if they can get to the Commissioner's Cup final. This crowd senses it. And getting loud here on a Sunday night. Face off to the right of McBurney, won by Underwood. Behind the net it goes. Ojic gets to it first before White. Ojic tried to play it to the middle, and that one knocked off a body. White gets it over to Joe Smith. Might have 3-on-2 if Underwood can help out in this play. Pass over to Storjahan, left wing side. Great poke right there by McDonald to knock it off of him. Steve Mealy plays this in. Ian White stays in front of Phil Bronner. White then overskated it. Bronner gets to it in the corner. Underwood, clash of sticks there with Johnny Ruiz. It'll fall back Columbus's way, and Underwood gets it to Storjahan. Now for Smith. He'll dump this one in. Sent around the board. Smith took a big hit from McDonald to some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Blue line to blue line. Vanelli has this at the Columbus line. Up for Moskal. Columbus in the midst of a change. Moskal was trying to flip it to Krupp, and he just didn't get enough on the sauce pass. Levesque, near side. Ruiz will backhand chip that one into the zone. Chase Carter with it. Sent around the boards. Hunter Bersani with it near side circle. This one gets flipped out towards the near side boards, and Pepe will have it here. Now Levesque across. Moskal knocks it away with the skates. He's in over the line as Bersani's on sides. Moskal trying to go to the middle, and he went through the legs, and Steve Brown said absolutely none of that as he body checked Moskal and disrupted the play. Now a little give-and-go passing here from the hat-tricks. Tom Mealy will have it left wing side and over the line with Dowda trying to crash the net. Tom Mealy to the top. Levesque shot. Great block right there by Brad Nolan. That was Chase Carter, 29, not 24. Moskal still showing off the hands as he got away from Levesque for a moment, and at the end of his shift, he'll dump it in from the red line. 3.5 left to go here in the third. Dragons still in front, 4-0. Grade lays this back for Nolan. Now back for Grade at his own blue line. Petrantonio slaps it. Pepe intercepts at the Danbury line. Here is Tom Mealy. He'll dump that one in. Cross ice. Nolan with it. To the bench goes Peter DeSalvo. 3:10 left to go in the third, and it's 4-0. Danbury might as well just throw everything at the River Dragons net. Atwell, left wing side. Tom Mealy deflects it in, no icing. Nolan rims this one around, hits the boards weird. Graham has it, puts it out to center. Petrantonio with it here, gives it to Austin Doe, left wing. He scores! Rings it off the pipe. Austin Doe gets goals in back-to-back games through the empty net variety. 5-0 Dragons, and we'll see you in the Commissioner's Cup final. Austin Doe, who is playing in his 11th FPHL game, 19th total playoff game, picks up his second goal of these playoffs. Looks like Petrantonio and Graham will pick up assists. We will wait for official word once we get Dana Barker on the horn and we get this puck dropped at center ice. Underwood and Steve Mealy, and here's Dana.
River Dragons empty net goal scored by number 17, Austin Doe. His second goal of the postseason, assisted by number 9, Josh Petrantonio, and number 8, MJ Graham at 17:08 of the third period. Again, that's Doe from Petrantonio and Graham. River Dragons empty netter.
Back underway, there was a out-of-play face-off, and the River Dragons now move it out to center. Storjahan trying to get it up to Smith. It's a delayed offsides as Smith came in a little bit ahead of that puck, and he's over in some pain after he dealt with Garrett Gallagher. He will head off to the bench, and for the Dragons, that's really a sign of what's to come in the last 2:29. Just stay healthy and get yourself ready to play for a potential Commissioner's Cup final against either Carolina or Watertown. Remember, the Watertown Wolves are up 1-0 in that series. We do have a media timeout left. 30 seconds and we're back. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
I love the way they all doubt me. That's the energy that I need. Cause let me tell you one thing about me. It only brings the best out in me.
Crowd getting loud here at the Civic Center. 2:29 away from a spot in the Commissioner's Cup final. Dragons lead at 5-0 over the Hat-Tricks. Looks like DeSalvo has returned to his crease as they deal with this face-off to the right. Actually, it is Frankie McClendon. So McClendon is actually in the net here with about 2.5 to go in the third. Danbury's got it in their offensive zone, and McClendon looks to be staying put. Hat-Trick still looking for one on the road to finish off their season, it looks like. 2:10 to go here in the third. Ojic picking it out of feet, rims it around the boards. Bronner chasing after it. Bersani's going to get in front of him. Bronner trunches him into the corner boards. Vanelli looking to pick this one out. He's being watched by Ojic. Vanelli gets away from him. Here's Chase Carter, near circle, off the glass, down the ice, and not enough for icing as Brown will have it at his own blue line. 1:48 left to go here in the third. Steve Mealy for Brown. Dropping this back. Now Mealy gets it again, right wing. Goes through the legs of Underwood. 3-on-3 as he hits the line through the middle. Laying it off. Shot from Bronner. Save made, blocked there by Carter. Down the ice it goes. McClendon was going to come down for it. And look out, we got a fight. Ojic's going to drop him with Vanelli. They'll go at it. Oh, Kroup's trying to take on Ojic too. Levesque's getting involved. I'm not sure who's trying to pick who as a dance partner right now. Ojic wants Vanelli. Krupp wants Ojic. Levesque is trying to get in there in some way. And there are some issues to be had as the linesman separated Levesque, and Vanelli and Krupp will hold off. As they realized it would have been 2-on-1, Ojic's going to skate off to the tunnel. Vanelli will say goodbye to him as he will also head off towards the tunnel. Krupp's going to go off to the penalty boxes. There's 1:32 to go here in the third. McClendon was heading to the bench. I didn't know if that was because there was an initial arm up on the penalties on the left circle fracas we just saw, or if he was going to go for the empty net trying to get a 6-on-5 advantage. It's 5-0 with 1:32 left. This does seem to be the end here, and we'll have some penalties to sort out here in the late stages. I mean, you still got to tip your caps to the Danbury Hat-Tricks for everything they had done, just in an absolute battle with the River Dragons. Lots of scoreboard watching in the final month or so of the regular season. River Dragons eventually caught a little bit of fire at the end of the season, went on a streak, secured that number 2 seed, and forced Danbury to just go on an absolute gauntlet to have to deal with getting to the playoffs and then advancing to this particular round. Josh Petrantonio and Johnny Ruiz are waiting outside the referee's crease for the official verdict. But we were able to pull up some notes as Josh Starr, the Danbury broadcaster, who actually is making the trip here for the Hat-Tricks, and unfortunately for him and his radio network, they haven't had much to celebrate tonight. But when you look at how the Hat-Tricks came into this game in their month of April, at the end of the season, April 14, 15, and 16, 2 home games against Carolina and Delaware, and sandwiched in the middle of them, an overtime game at Watertown. Then 18, 19, 20, they play 3 straight against Binghamton. The first one in Bingo, they lose that in overtime. Games 2 and 3 in Danbury, they win the first of the 2 in OT, and then win 5-3 on an empty netter. And they were 12 or 13 seconds away from being eliminated in that series. So they scrapped and battled back, had a much-needed day off, then played Columbus in the Danbury Ice Arena, lost that one 7-4, and now here they are on the 24th. That's over a 10-day span, 10 or 11-day span, I should say, 8 games that they've had to play of rising importance as we get into the playoffs. So if we say the Hat-Tricks perhaps just ran out of gas, it would be completely fair to say. There's been some discussions on the center ice logo. Linesmen are pushing away Easton Oliver and Nicola Levesque as Edgar Zozelinch and MJ Graham are discussing with them. Meanwhile, the referees are delivering the verdict to Josh Petrantonio and Johnny Ruiz. This crowd's getting antsy. I think they just want to celebrate this win and talk about heading to the finals. Jay Krupp goes from penalty box to locker room. It appears his night is done. And on the penalty board, there is 2 minutes up against Adam Vanelli, so it looks like the River Dragons have picked up the extra one out of this session. And we'll head to the Houston Clinic penalty kill for the 3rd time tonight. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Everyone seems to be trending towards the zone Bailey McBurney is in, and it will be a Danbury power play. River Dragons 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. They've killed off 1 in each of the first 2 periods. And this one will only be for 1 minute and 32, as that's all that's left here in regulation. Hat-Tricks just playing for pride at this point, trying to get 1 to make them feel good. On the road, back home to the locker room, clean out. Ruiz wins it. Tom Mealy has it at the right point for Bunnell. And those 2 play some catch. Gordy Bunnell, right circle, fake the shot. White was watching him. Underneath the goal line, Levesque rims it around the boards. MJ Graham will have it. He'll go off the glass and down ice. McClendon will slow this one up for the Hat-Tricks. Bottom of the circles here for Bunnell. 1:08 left to go here in the third. 1:08 left to go in Danbury season. Ruiz with it, right wing side. 3-on-2 as he hits the line. Ruiz hauled down. The penalty, thought it was going to be coming up. No, it's DeSalvo in net. Excuse me, not McClendon. Now DeSalvo will head to the bench. It's 6-on-4 here for the Hat-Tricks. They're just looking for 1 with under 1 minute to go in the third. Crowd of 2,000 plus rises to their feet. Adam Dowda, a shot blocked away by McBurney. Takes it around the net. Couldn't wrap it around. He was going too fast. Dowda then lost it. Moskal nearly picked his pocket heading towards that empty net. Ruiz will dump that one in from the left point. Over to the far corner. Ozelins checked there by Dowda. Right point held in by Tom Mealy. Mealy fakes the shot. Uses his man. That's Levesque as a pick. Circle to circle. Ruiz a shot. That one wide. Loose across the slot. Dowda turnaround. Great stand-up play by McBurney. Chance from Levesque. Ruiz finds it. He shoots. Glove save. Rebound behind. They score. Adam Dowda taps one in with 12.6 left to go in the third. A power play goal that will serve nothing but frustrating the statisticians calculating the power play and penalty kill numbers in the postseason. 5-1 Columbus. Bailey McBurney will be the most frustrated out of anybody here in this building. 12.6 seconds away from his first career playoff shutout, but it was 6-on-4. Hat-tricks were just throwing everything at the net, trying to make it happen. Puck is down. River Dragons have it. Grade near side circle to Nolan, far side circle. Pass underneath the goal line. 5 seconds left. They'll just keep it there. And the Dragons are heading to the Commissioner's Cup Final. Vanelli and Krupp pour out of the tunnel to celebrate with Bailey McBurney. The hat-tricks console Peter DeSalvo in the net to our right. It was a heck of a run for Danbury. The schedule was not in their favor. They played a ton of games in a short amount of time. It had some feelings of the old school Federal League, the way they had to go with it. And man, they played some entertaining hockey all the way down to the very end, scoring that goal with 12.6 seconds left to go in the third period of play. The teams get ready to line up for the greatest tradition in sports, the handshake line after a hard-fought playoff series. That goal, Adam Dowda from Johnny Ruiz. I think they'll tack one on to Nicola Levesque as well at the end of that. And Ruiz, he'll get something on his score line. He was doing everything, just giving it his all for Danbury. The captain leading by example, as you come to expect. But he and the rest of the hat-trick season will end here on Civic Center ice. And the Columbus River Dragons now head to face either the Watertown Wolves or the Carolina Thunderbirds in the Commissioner's Cup Final. Let's take a break. When we come back, the Chattahoochee postgame show starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just a mile and a half from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boiled and bagged seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
It's time for the Chattahoochee postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. Now with a recap of tonight's action, here's Zach DeBozart.
Handshake line concluding down there at ice level. The final hat tricks heading off the ice. Aaron Atwell, Peter DeSalvo, Johnny Ruiz, and the rest of the Danbury coaching staff and support staff that made the trip here to Columbus. The hat tricks hoped their stay would last another 2 days to Tuesday's Game 3. The River Dragons had other plans in mind as they win 5-1 and are now able to salute their crowd who have been waiting and watching all throughout this time to show their love to the Dragons. 5-1. Columbus victorious. A 2-game sweep over the Danbury Hat-Tricks. And they have a date in the Commissioner's Cup final and look for back-to-back league championships after they won the Ignite Cup in the shortened 2020-2021 season over the Elmira Enforcers. Will it be another team from New York in the Watertown Wolves? Or will it be the Carolina Thunderbirds? When we last checked that game at the end of the first, it was no score. They got to be near the end of the second period now. And as we click it over, they are actually about to start the third, and the score is 1-1. Wolves got on the board first through Michael Mercurio. Gus Ford answered back at the end of the second. We'll keep our eyes on that through the entirety of the Chattahoochee postgame show. Guys are heading off the ice, doing a lap around, really showing the fans some love. Those that came out here in the Deep South on a Sunday night, and they were rewarded with a heck of a hockey game. River Dragons found 2 goals in a span of 42 seconds in the third period, and those two you can definitely tell were the dagger. Jagger Williamson and MJ Graham had those, and an empty netter from Austin Doe. That Danbury goal at the end goes Adam Dowda from Johnny Ruiz and Nicola Levesque on the power play. So the Dragons finished 2 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill thanks to that late power play tally. Bailey McBurney probably be the most frustrated, just about a dozen seconds away from his first pro playoff shutouts. Shots on goal finished 40-22 in favor of the Dragons, out shooting the Hat-Tricks 12-6 in that third period of play. Let's take a break. When we come back, we look around the FPHL and bring you the 3 stars of the game next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite and every sip a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Pepsi is a proud partner of your Columbus River Dragons. Let's go Dragons! The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-pressed lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion, reunions, parties, you name it. We have a graphic designer on staff to help create the logos or graphics necessary to make your shirts unique. Here we pride ourselves in being able to deliver orders of any size at low competitive cost, with no minimum quantity required to order. That's why the River Dragons trust us for all their uniform needs. Call the Jersey Shop in Columbus today. 706-565-4242.
Today, more than ever, you can rely on the trustworthy technicians at Midas for your car's needs. From scheduled maintenance to brake repairs to oil changes, suspension work, and more. Our technicians are known for their work and their word that your car will be fixed in the best way possible. Stop in your neighborhood Midas today with 2 locations in Columbus. At the corner of 13th Street and Veterans, just up the road from the Columbus Civic Center, and the other off Manchester Expressway. Midas Total Car Care. Proud sponsors of the River Dragons. Trust the Midas touch.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the championship series in 2022, plus more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season, or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
We're here at the Chattahoochee postgame show. Let's go to ice level.
There's a young girl named Serenity. She's in the hospital right now suffering. This game was for her. And we're going to file for her. I want to thank you, and I want to say to you, Jesus Christ. Amen. Let's go. Come on, file, baby.
Most people, when they're named first star of the game, take a couple of questions from Taylor and pump up the fans. Not MJ Graham. Taylor Blackwell just basically hands him the mic, and MJ Graham just rallying up the crowd as he skates around in that zone to our left. He's named first star of the game. A 3-point night for him, 2 goals and an assist. Star number 2 while we were at break, Jagger Williamson, a goal tonight, and just an unbelievable run of form that he has been in. You go from the last weekend of the season, we picked up a pair of assists in the Friday game in Port Huron, 5 goals in the Saturday regular season finale, 4 assists in that 7-4 Game 1 win in Danbury. Here, I think just the goal. He might have an assist somewhere, but I think it's just the goal, to be honest with you. But he keeps up an absurd run of points right now, operating 12 points in his last 4 games. You combine the regular season and playoffs, just unbelievable. And then Bailey McBurney picks up star number 3, not to be discredited by that 1 goal he gave up, 21 saves on 22 shots. Bailey's been a rock for the River Dragons since about the midway point of the season, when you can tell he was going to become that just workhorse for Columbus night in and night out. He had a phenomenal game. Just that 1 late power play goal off the stick of Adam Dowda as it popped behind him and slammed home. That was the only blemish on the record as the River Dragons win 5-1 here in Game 2 of the Commissioner's Cup semifinals. They head to the final round. Who will they play? They're still in the second intermission at the Watertown Municipal Ice Arena as we look around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Watertown and Carolina tied at 1 goal apiece in that second period. 4:22 in, Michael Mercurio. 16:43 into the second, it's Gus Ford. Watertown still heavily out shooting the Thunderbirds, 28-17. There is a slight power play for Watertown, 36 seconds worth, it looks like, when they start. No, 24 seconds worth. I apologize. Math was wrong there. The Watertown has a short power play to start up the third period when they get back out onto the ice in upstate New York. If Carolina can pull that game out, Game 3 of that series will be on Monday. Won't have to wait long to figure out who the River Dragons will play. It'll either happen tonight or it'll happen on Monday, and details about home games and best of 3 versus best of 5 will be decided once we know the opponent between Carolina and Watertown. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's fueling life's passions. Southern Hockey Scoreboard quickly. There was no games to follow, but our next action in the SPHL is on Thursday. Roanoke's at Peoria in the President's Cup final. They play Thursday, Friday in Peoria, Monday, Tuesday in Roanoke, and then Thursday a Game 5 if necessary back in Peoria. The team's agreeing to a best-of-5 series, really how it should be in that league, and we hope obviously the River Dragons have to play a best-of-5. Just feels fitting to end the season on the longest series of the year. Roanoke going, I think, for a little bit of SPHL history. If they win the President's Cup, I have to believe would be the first team to knock out the top 3 seeds on their way of doing so, beating the number 1 seed Knoxville Ice Bears in a 3-game series, sweeping Huntsville in a 2-game series, and now have 3 out of 5 with the number 3 seed Peoria Rivermen in the final. In the ECHL's Kelly Cup playoffs, Florida Everblades and Greenville Swamp Rabbits, they are tied 1 game apiece as the series shifts to Greenville on Wednesday. Jacksonville hosts games Wednesday and Thursday, and they lead 2-0 over the Atlanta Gladiators. Jacksonville with a chance to sweep the Glads on their home ice. That's your look around the Southern Hockey Scoreboard. One more break. We bring it on camera and right off this series as we get ready for the Commissioner's Cup Finals. Back after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just 1.5 miles from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want, and your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit BioLifeAdsUp.com to schedule an appointment today.
At Vape Nexus, our mission is simple: to provide the highest quality vape products at the best possible prices. We strive to have the best customer service in the industry. In 2020, Vape Nexus opened in Phoenix City to help expand the business and bring their mission to the Chattahoochee Valley. Vape Nexus enjoys working in the industry to help people quit smoking. For more information, visit us at our store off Highway 431 in Phoenix City or call 334-246-1133. You can email us too. Email vapenexusllc@gmail.com. Vape Nexus.
Prepare yourself for an unparalleled golfing experience. Co-designed by Columbus resident and 1987 Masters winner Larry Mize, Maple Ridge Golf Course is a pleasure for golfers of any skill level to play. Test your accuracy with our fairways, water hazards, and sand traps. We have everything you need to challenge yourself and improve your game. Memberships available year-round by calling 706-569-0966 or book a tee time by visiting golfmapleridge.com.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
The right direction.
Back here one final time on the Chattahoochee post-game show. I'm Zach DeBozard. Boy, oh boy, what a fun night we had here at the Columbus Civic Center. 5-1. River Dragons get the win. MJ Graham with a pair of goals, named first star. Alex Storjahan, Jagger Williamson, and Austin Doe also picked up tallies in this one for Columbus. At the very end, Adam Dowda got one for the hat tricks to feel good about on their way home to clean out their locker rooms as their season is now over. The River Dragons, with this two-game sweep, move on to the Commissioner's Cup Finals. Details will be known once our opponent is known. We mentioned Carolina and Watertown were deadlocked at 1 in Game 2 of that best-of-3 series. The series has shifted to Watertown. Carolina needs to win both games on the road to be the River Dragons' opponent in the final. Watertown Wolves just need one out of the next 2 days. They play tonight. They're in the middle of the third period right now, and Monday, if Carolina wins, is the game number 3. Details, best of 3, best of 5, when the home games are, all of that sort of stuff will come out when the opponent is finalized. We can tell you it's very likely, regardless of opponent, we'd be looking at a Friday home game, which is in about 4 or 5 days from now, but we don't want to give anybody any false information. Want to get all of our ducks in a row, Q's and I's, everything, all that sort of stuff, pen to paper before we give you the official word on that. That's just us speculating up here in the booth about what might be going on when we look at our potential Commissioner's Cup Finals opponents. It was a fun one here at the Civic Center. 2,000 plus came out. They had a blast. They cheered the River Dragons on, and we want you to cheer on the River Dragons as well as they seek out a back-to-back league championship. Ignite Cup champions in the 2020-2021 season, now looking for a Commissioner's Cup title here in 2021-22. That'll do it for us here at the Columbus Civic Center. You'll hear from us on Tuesday where we will know our opponent. We'll probably have more details for you as well about that playoff series on the John Emerald Distilling Coaches Show, 6 to 7 p.m. that you hear every Tuesday night on these same radio stations and as well as in podcast form on the YouTube channel. Hey, for all the fans that were watching out in Danbury noticing, hey, the lucky tie seems to have worked. Maybe it's the Rainbow Dragon print through the rest of the way. We'll keep it going for sure, at least in the first game of the Commissioner's Cup Final. We thank everybody for playing along with that. It has been so much fun to be able to call these games here for you. For the hardworking crew behind the scenes, Connor Zays, Brandon Zylak, Javaris Harris, Chris Kaufman, and Stephen Pierce. We had Brett Posey and Scott Brand up here as color commentators all throughout the night. Hey, big thanks as well to Jagger Williamson, who was our Inside the Lair pregame show guest. We're on a little bit of a hot streak with guys racking up points, maybe finding the back of the net from the end of the regular season, end of the playoffs. Who knows who will grab for the Commissioner's Cup Final, but we hope to keep that hot streak going for everybody as well. Big thanks to Elise Bradford, Allison Holiday running social media behind the scenes. Taylor Blackwell was our in-arena host of the Columbus Civic Center. Dana Barker, public address announcer. Jaden Kruger, game day director behind the scenes here in Columbus. I'm Zach DeBozart, the voice of the River Dragons. Next time you'll hear from us will be on Tuesday on the John Emerald Distilling Coaches Show. Who will be playing? Where we'll be going? We're not quite sure yet. It's either Carolina or it's Watertown. Either way, it's slated to be a juicy and entertaining series. You don't want to miss it. The River Dragons seeking back-to-back league championships as the season dwindles down. One more time, your final score here in Columbus. River Dragons 5, Danbury 1. Columbus with the 2-game sweep. And on to the finals on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Chattahoochee Postgame Show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show was brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. All rights to this broadcast are reserved by the Columbus River Dragons and PMB Broadcasting for the private use of their audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game are expressly prohibited without the written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and PMB